Plat Chat Overwatch, episode 200, guys! Woo! We did it! We're here, 200! And we got nothing special for you today, it's just another episode. We're talking about the World Cup, talking about BlizzCon. It's gonna be good. Avast looks so disappointed.
No, to be fair, I've been feeling a little sickly. I had a stream canceled yesterday, and then so then I went and did a little workout at my apartment gym, wearing a mask and everything, and cleaning down, and like I wasn't like a sickly like
why do you have
symptoms.
3 jugs in the bottom right?
What
is that?
Is it
okay?
It's not gasoline.
We're gonna talk about this. No, it's not gasoline. It is water. It's all water. Those are all food grade storage containers, where essentially the point of them is that you can put water in them, and they are good. They're good for longer than this, but they recommend like you change out every 6 months, so you can store water for 6 months at a time. And the point I have this because ever since the Great Freeze of Texas happened, and it was an extremely scarring experience where I had no power, or I did have running water still, but it was like a bitch to get more of it, and it was going in and out. Like I was like, I'm a hardcore prepper now, so I have like 15 gallons of water.
The first step.
That's 15 gallons of water, clean drinking water in there. Additionally, I have Kitty, you gotta get out of the way. I also have a pantry full of, I also have a camp shower now, like an electric camp shower that you can charge. I have portable butane stoves, and I have I also have essentially a ton of canned foods and stuff like that as well. Right. And
so this
mostly
is for,
a lot
like,
of
hurricanes now. This is why
this is now
it?
for hurricanes as well. So I have another natural disaster, but this is just a general because I don't trust American infrastructure as well. So
you're prepping for a hurricane disaster.
But I will say, South Florida, this is a shocking development. Florida infrastructure is so much better than Texas. Texas is like actually bottom of the ladder. Infrastructure, weather, like it's cheap there, and my family's there, so that's nice. But I like Austin, but like my God, that state is like it's shocking that I can move to Florida and be like, holy shit, this is like when gale force winds are hitting stuff in Texas, the smallest breeze would put out the power, and like here I'm like, oh, I'm just chilling, There's like a minor Cat 1 hurricane, and like it's fine, like it's perfectly fine. So yeah, that's what it is. I'm a
prepper too. I got stuff prepped, which begs the question, Jaws and Custa, do you have any prep?
Nope.
If anything happens, if the lights go, if the power goes out,
shit's done. Shit's cooked.
Shit's cooked.
We have like candles that are like extra bright in case the power goes out. They're amazing.
No, a handheld.
That's your prep. Your prep is you have candles.
We do have
but it's an amazing type of prep. We also have canned foods, water.
Bro, Johnny's gonna have all these like Bed Bath and Beyond candles around his ears. Like we're prepared for this moment, guys.
No food. Eat the wax.
Yo, they're sick. They're sick. If you saw them, you'd be like, holy shit.
Why
that's a
would
strong
you
candle.
choose candle versus just having like battery powered floodlights? Why candle?
Well, because if the power is out, you can't recharge the batteries.
You can get
the batteries last. You can get mini batteries, and they last a long time. The charge
Johnny, I
goes
also
for a
don't
while.
want to be the very bad news. Candles also run out over time.
Eventually, unless you're planning to reharvest the wax and reform the candle.
You underestimate my candles. You underestimate my candles.
I don't.
Okay?
I don't. I just know how thermodynamics works. I know that it will burn.
They're not your average scented.
They're not your Avril candles. Your Avril scented candles.
Avril is prep for aliens.
That's good. It's always good to have prep, though. I'm just gonna say, after experience of that, it's always good to have prep on hand because that shit was nightmarish. Hey, Jack, specifically fish. Cameron, his shit was dying. Their fish, they couldn't get oxygen because the water wasn't circulating. Yeah, so we'd have to go in with Ziploc bags of hot water and stir his fucking fish. Well, not me. He had to do that. That was his problem. So like he had to do that, and I was like, damn, that
saltwater
sucks.
issue to me. I have fresh water. Saltwater issues.
I mean, yeah, sure. Maybe it's a fish.
Freshwater fish can live a lot longer without any real like prep, right? Like as long as you have like a filter, but they can live without a filter for a while, right? It just
the
makes
water
it
would get a bit weird.
Yeah.
Well, don't they still have to circulate the water for them to get oxygen though?
No, because all my tanks have plants in them. So they kind of provide.
And they also eat the algae as well. Like if you don't like.
Yeah, if you don't.
Well, I still don't think it was a food issue. They had a food issue. They didn't have food problems.
You
they
leave them for a long time without food too, surprisingly.
Yeah. So let's just say that shit was. I also have a bunch of battery packs too. I have a bunch of big battery packs.
Dude, so you're living. Okay, the reason this is it's cool, but I don't. My big problem of why I'm not a prepper is I used to live in an apartment where do you put all that shit? Like that.
Well,
where does it all go?
We have a garage.
I have my 2-bedroom. I have a closet. I have 2 closets and a pantry. So I have like a pantry that can fit a lot of this, and then I have a second closet which we don't have that. I don't have that much shit, so I can just put it in the second closet.
I got a lot of shit. I think maybe that's my problem.
Yeah, maybe. Shit.
There's no prep and stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah, it doesn't take up that much space.
Sweet game.
Keep playing.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Yeah, 200. We're talking about Suika game.
No, put it back.
Gotta keep going.
Put back the Suika game. I want to see the live view.
What is that? What is that? Avast. What is that thing called where like they run on the tracks to keep people distracted?
They run on the tracks
on the streams. On streams.
Are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about subway servers?
Subway servers,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, this is new subway
It's
servers.
just actually is. Yeah.
It's actually very satisfying because it's
It
just fruit
is.
Tetris, and you just watch it go. You know?
People actually.
People are streaming this.
They stack each other if you hit the same time.
Yeah,
they
kind of
go
it's
bigger.
kind of a game of like you're trying to combine like types of fruit and then keep it from reaching the top. So it's like fruit Tetris essentially. You know?
Can you ever clear
And-
any of the fruit?
What do you mean clear it? I think.
Or is it just like how much fruit you can
what
fit
is the
in
max-
one?
I think it's how
fruit.
much fruit you can. I haven't seen the most advanced stages, the late game, but like the latest game fruit is watermelon. That's like the max fruit, I think, is the watermelon. And that, but like it takes a long time because you have to go through like 6 iterations of combinations before you get to a
you beef.
Solomon
rough,
through.
Solomon.
Wait,
That's
you
rough,
beef to the
Solomon.
left. Oh,
know
you
it's
beef
Solomon.
It's okay, it's okay, wait, no, it's
Shocking.
it's away. It's fine. Here we go. Here we go. Wait,
Wait,
there's
no,
a
no, you pull it
combination.
off, you pull
Right
it
here.
off.
Wait,
This is a
wait.
pop-off.
There'd be a cascade effect. A cascade effect here. Oh!
Decent.
no.
Unfortunately, there's still one buried. There's one buried
okay.
currently.
Wait, no, left.
He was
left.
prepped
Wait,
for
Grapple
the season.
combines?
No, this is good.
Oh!
Okay, wait. These
Wait, here we go,
combining.
here we go.
No,
This
this
could
is
be a
good.
combo.
hit it
He's
off
gonna
the
knock.
right, and then it'll hit the no.
Oh, that's.
Oh, he's cooking. He's cooking. I trust
Is he?
Solomon.
Is he cooking? Is
I
he
think
cooking?
he's
I
lost.
do not think.
No.
Wait a second.
Solomon is trying to explain his decisions, and we're just yelling over
No,
him.
this is going to be insane.
Oh my
my
gosh! Wait, that's actually
okay.
that actually is brilliant. That's a brilliant
Oh,
move, though.
that's-
I'm not gonna
That
lie.
was an amazing
Then they have another combo. Oh, wait, he's trapped.
Hey, wait, on the left.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Here we go.
Oh, see?
Solomon is
Look at
cooking.
that, huh?
No,
Wait,
look
look at that.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta play this game. I gotta play this
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
See,
this
it's
game.
high. People, it's the streamer bait right now. Everyone's playing this shit.
I'm
do
being
it.
baited
Smash it.
right now.
Oh, what? Scam?
I've seen Custa is big into the Warcraft Rumble game. Every day, just see like Custa's log
Bro,
on.
yeah,
Custa's log on.
I've been playing Warcraft Rumble.
I don't know what the hell Warcraft Rumble is. What
It's
even is
like
it?
it's
New
like
Blizzard mobile game.
Clash Royale, right? But it's Warcraft stuff. It comes out
Yeah.
like soon in North America. I
Interesting.
have a plug.
It's really good.
Oh, so you got an early access.
Yeah, I
huh?
tried-
Wait, actually, pineapple
my.
already?
Pineapple
Already? Wait, that's insane on the tech tree. That's insane on the tech tree. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
That's
Wait,
crazy. So
okay.
yeah, that's Suika game.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That's really it. You kind of got the gist of it.
I was streaming Overwatch, and people were like,
seen
"You
more
need to get Subway surfers on your stream because like we need more stuff." And I didn't have Subway surfers, but I put on a widget, a game widget, so they started playing Wordle during my stream,
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
and so people
People-
are watching
do you-
Overwatch and playing
Do you think
Wordle.
that's an issue that the attention span of people is so low now?
Dude,
Dude, it's
I'm
crazy.
I'm so bad these days of like I'll be doing something, but I can't really just do one thing most of the days. Like I need to have something else going on as well.
Well, what do you mean by
minds
that?
are
Do you mean
poisoned.
Kind of get that, yeah. Whereas like I have to have a video or something. I've been
Yeah, it's
trying
like-
to. I'm been trying to purposely like whenever I'm playing Magic, I play a lot of Magic in the morning on Arena, and like I have to have a video on the side of my monitor, and I just can't. You just can't hear it because I'm thinking of like
Yeah.
what to do, what to play, but it has to be there. And I've tried to like wean myself off that stuff. It's going pretty well actually, but yeah, I know what you mean. I think it's the plight of the modern society with
Yeah.
TikTok and short form videos and shit. But it does keep the attention back. It's like it's like good marketing to like psychologically draw someone in by short form fucking videos. It makes sense, but it's horrible for the brain.
I
You gotta
don't
meditate,
mind
bros.
watching videos. Like I put stuff on when I'm cleaning and like doing tasks. Like I don't
Yeah.
think that's an issue. I think it's a bigger issue. Is like I can't watch anything more than like 15 seconds. I can't like focus on anything for more than like 10 minutes. Like that's I think is an issue. Not so much like I have background noise to stimulate me while I.
Well, like
cook
do you
or
watch
clean.
streams while playing games, or like have a
No.
YouTube video up while playing
I'll
games?
have like sometimes I might have YouTube videos up occasionally, but typically
Yeah.
not streams. But like
That's
the
what
thing
I'm
is like
talking, right?
that's just like but it's just background noise, you know, right? It's like I do the
Yeah.
same thing. Like I'll watch a show or something like while I'm cooking or cleaning, like but it's still a task that's being done. I'm more of this issue of like I can't watch. Like I know people are like I can't watch movies. I can't watch movies.
that's
at all.
that's
okay.
And I'm
that's
like,
messed up.
okay, well,
I'm
that's
not
like a
like
big
that.
fucking
Yeah,
issue,
yeah.
you know? Like, that's like a huge issue. It's like, well, how do you expect to learn like anything new in life, essentially, if you can't like sit down to watch a movie for an hour and a half? Like,
I mean,
like how can you like what? How do you gain
Every
new skills?
platform now has short form content. YouTube has shorts that you
Yeah.
can do the scroll thing. TikTok, Instagram has reels, like boom, boom, boom. You know, Twitter exists still. Like, you know, it's like a lot
Twitter
of
just rolled out
platforms-
video and audio calls, so
That's
have
right.
that.
Good job,
Twitter?
yeah.
Good
Yeah,
job.
they
Dude,
just
Twitter's
rolled out-
dying.
They
bro.
killed circles
Can we
to bring
go?
that out.
Can we like leave this platform
where?
yet?
Where
I mean,
Go
that's
where?
the problem. I just
where?
anywhere but here. Anywhere but here.
Because Justin, I
can't go
refuse to go
anywhere.
to Threads. I looked at Threads, heinous.
It's ass,
Heinous place.
yes, it's
It's
ass.
filled with influencers being like, I mean, granted, Twitter's not much better to be fair, but like they're just like, guys, like, oh, red or blue, huh? Which color do you like? And I'm like, what is this baby stimulus ass fucking website? Like, this is insanity. But Twitter's not much better because I get like
Threads
the
is
blue
garbage
checkmark
anyway,
shit.
'cause, like half the shit. Oh my god. Okay, can I talk about this?
Wait,
this
what is
is
this?
the most useless feature
When
of
did they do
all
this?
time for Twitch to roll out. Like the other day, go on your
Twitch can
on
do
your-
stories?
Yes,
Well,
you can do stories. Dude, like, fix your fucking website and the platform before you make useless shit that's gonna get disabled in like 2 weeks. Like, it's so fucking
I mean, to be fair,
dumb.
I don't actually hate this idea because people are on the website watching the streamer. It's already like but I'm more so like, is it really necessary? But like, I don't even hate.
It's
I actually
not
don't
necessary
hate the idea.
at all. There was a point in time where Twitch was like, hey, we're gonna try and like compete with fucking YouTube, and we're gonna have like, you can publish like shorts of your, not shorts, sorry, but like sections of your VODs and publish them into videos, and people can click on the videos and go from there. And like, why not just make that more of a feature and push that if you're trying to like actually compete with fucking YouTube? You know?
Yeah, I
Like, although
agree.
they have done a very good thing recently where you can actually multi-stream now. You can multi-stream to YouTube and Twitch at the
Yes.
same time.
Thank
which
you,
is quite
Ninja.
sick. Thank you, Ninja. Tyler Blevins.
Thank you,
but
Ninja.
the stories thing is fucking useless. This shit's so stupid.
Have you guys heard about charged lemonade from Panera?
No, go on. Go on. Go on. I'm interested.
Did you know that someone died drinking the caffeinated lemonade from Panera? Because they released a
What?
product called charged lemonade. And do you know how much caffeine is in this lemonade?
Caffeine
For-
in a lemonade?
Caffeine! I know exactly. That's the whole thing. Why is there caffeine in the lemonade to begin with? Why do we need caffeine? Why is caffeine in fucking everything? Why am I seeing unironically, like, you know, all the memes of people like getting crazy tonight? It's a guy drinking like 2 Red Bulls and like a 4 Loco and then like a bunch of gas station dick pills.
Oh my
And, like,
god.
No, it's real. And so what happened, because it's if you're sensitive to caffeine, like if I went to Panera, this is essentially a drone strike on myself. This is a lemonade drone strike.
390
Yes.
milligrams.
The daily dosage recommended is 400 milligrams. Their large lemonade has 390 milligrams. So if you drank 2 large lemonades from Panera, you would have an OD. You would have a caffeine OD.
What?
Legitimately.
Wait,
Wait,
so
what?
how much is in one Red Bull?
A Red Bull is like, it's like a
150?
it's like 150, 200 milligrams.
Yeah, it depends on size, but the default
Yeah.
size is like 150.
An espresso, like espresso shot, like an Americano is like 80 milligrams.
Yeah.
That's
Of
so
caffeine.
weird. And yeah, why does it have, yeah, I just don't understand why it has caffeine. Like,
Why
when
does it
do
have
they-
390
where do they
milligrams?
add the
18 ounce,
caffeine? Like, are they
390
adding the
milligrams.
caffeine?
Yes,
just, like,
they're
to
adding
make
it.
it
You
more
can add
addictive?
caffeine because it's just like it's just an extract.
Yeah.
You know, you can just add it. So like you could.
Yeah.
I'm
You
assuming
can
it's
buy
part of the.
caffeine powder.
I think it's because they're competing with Starbucks because Starbucks released like their juice refreshers that also have caffeine in them, where it's just
But
like juice
Starbucks
and caffeine.
is a coffee place. Like, you go there, you expect
Well,
there
you
to
get,
potentially
I think
be
you can get
caffeine
coffee and tea and shit from Panera, but the wider question is, why are we adding caffeine to every drink, or do we just
Yeah.
like want to fuck ourselves up?
Addiction.
That's
No,
what
it's,
that
it's
is.
probably just addiction.
I'm not. I drink
Yeah.
decaf.
Yeah.
I drink decaf.
Yeah, but you're a
the only
weirdo.
soda I
Wow.
drink is ginger ale because
Look
got
at
no
Avast,
caffeine.
not drinking
Yeah, yeah.
caffeine. Wow.
He's a
Look at this
prepper.
guy.
He doesn't have
Amazing.
caffeine.
Like-
He's ready for the Holocaust.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
wow.
We talked about this
Whoa.
in Apex yesterday.
He's ready. He's ready for the bad. He's ready for
He's
the
ready for
post-apocalyptic
doomsday.
world.
Oh my God.
Post-apocalyptic
Cutting out
world.
caffeine's a
God.
good thing. Actually, mad respect to Connor for like not drinking caffeine or like a lot of caffeine at least, because like it
No,
does
I
fuck
don't.
you up. We discussed this in Apex yesterday, Scott.
drink
But
it.
like, dude, cutting down on coffee and shit, it's good. It's actually gonna change your fucking life.
Yeah.
No social
I still
media,
drink
no
it.
caffeine. We'll build a society where we meditate and we don't have caffeine.
Well, see, the thing is, I'm not against social media because I find it fun. I'm not against it. I'm against certain people with social media. two different things, you know. And also, I probably would still drink caffeine if I wasn't sensitive to it, because I'm just sensitive to caffeine.
fair.
So I can't consume it. Like if
Yeah,
I was
you
at
still have
Panera,
decaf, which has some
yeah,
caffeine.
exactly, decaf,
Oh,
or like
but
I
it's
drink
like-
herbal.
No,
but it's a very small amount.
No,
It's a very
it
small
it
amount.
still has
Yeah,
caffeine.
it's
still
got
has
caffeine, but it's
caffeine.
like 0.001% or like something.
Exactly.
Like
And I
that.
still
It's
drink
not-
like a daily kombucha,
nothing.
which is not decaf tea. They make it with it's regular green and black tea, so that still has a decent amount of like caffeine, but it's only like 40, 50 milligrams.
What
max.
is kombucha? I feel like I've heard so many people tell me about it, and I've never. It's like this thing that people bring up. They're like, "Oh yeah, I drink kombucha," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's great," but I actually don't know what it is.
It's
I
just
still don't
fermented.
know
It's like
what
a
it is.
fermented. It's fermented tea. So pretty much, you just take a bunch of like green and black tea, and you ferment it for a couple months, and then that's kombucha pretty much. And then people add like, they pretty much just add whatever they want. Like, you know, they add like fruit juices and stuff to it to make it tastier.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it.
Dude, you can make
That's
this at
just
home. My dad makes his own kombucha. You can make it at home. It's
Yeah, you literally just ferment black and green tea typically, but you can really make it out of like anything essentially. But it's just ferment because you're just fermenting a drink, you know. So, but yeah, that's just all kombucha is. So I get some, but it's not decaf leaves they use. I've yet to find the decaf kombucha, so I don't think the market's
it's not
there
possible.
yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold.
there's a little evidence for health benefits of kombucha. Okay, well,
Yeah,
great
it's
job,
good for you.
Ronnie.
Well, I
You've been
mean,
drinking-
it's a fermented. I mean, because
No,
it's
it
got
says it's
tea.
not that good for you.
No, it says there is little. Like, there's not like a
Yeah.
huge amount, but like it's like the same
Yeah.
thing you would expect. I mean, it's like if you drink tea, tea's pretty good for you typically. And
Yeah.
if it's fermented drinks, fermented stuff. is
Fermented
good.
foods in general is really good for you. Sauerkraut, kimchi, you know, try to have some of that. It's probiotic and all that stuff. Good for your tummy. There you go. So, you know, there you go. Anyway, Manscaped supports this episode of Plat Chat.
Still ain't on Manscaped 20 minutes in.
And great news, guys. Great news, guys. Manscaped has released their performance package 5.0.
Whoa!
Wow!
Wow, this is
5.0.
big.
Holy.
5.0 Ultra with the lawnmower 5.0 Ultra groin and body hair trimmer, and the weed whacker, of course, is in the package as well. $160 on the website right now. But you can stack the Plat Chat code for 20% off additionally, and free shipping at Manscaped.co. Gentlemen across the nation, I have an urgent message for you. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped. The brand that took your balls to space is now launching them into the Ultrasphere, introducing the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, featuring a new cutting-edge design and next-generation dual skin-safe blade heads for different shaves. It's pretty much a spaceship to take your boys downstairs to the next level. Join the 9 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with the brand new The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra by going to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping using the code PLATCHAT. This is the perfect holiday gift. Honestly, the perfect holiday gift. And hopefully you're not like sending a message somehow. It's more straight up, just like a great gift to give someone. So, you know, if you stack the sale with the code PLATCHAT already, it's like good budget too. You know, this is the perfect holiday gift. So what are you thinking about? Performance package 5.0.
I mean, I would need the little face shaver right now because I didn't have time to shave today.
Oh, there you go.
So I could have used that to look less stubbly, you know?
You need a ball deodorant too?
I don't
I think everybody
need
needs
one,
that.
but listen, they sent us some, and let's say it was invigorating. It was an invigorating product for sure.
Yeah. Light your spot. There you go. You got LED lights on the Racer as well.
Good
Amazing
vibrations
technology.
only.
Yeah. Love Manscaped.
Big
And the
fan.
nose hair trimmer. I need that. I need the nose hair trimmer. I'm not gonna lie. That I need one of those.
I think I'm getting
Need
that.
2.0.
I think I'm at
Yeah.
that point where I'm like, you know, maybe I need to get what's it called? A weed whacker?
A weed
Yeah.
whacker, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's like kind of like a 50-50 for all men.
Full body
I use it because they sent it to us in the package, and I use it like all the time because I have very strong.
Wait,
Body trimmer. That looks so good.
Johnny,
that looks so good.
I'm still asking, is my package in the mail? Is it ever coming?
Look, Manscaped has done everything they can. It's on me. The holdup is on me. So blame me.
Johnny!
But we'll get to that. I promise. All right. So hopefully we can get one of these as well. They look comfortable. They look good.
Chad,
I want one of
need your
those.
help. I need you to force Johnny
Body
to get
buff
me one.
looks
Yeah.
pretty sick, actually.
Is this like how to use video? Oh wow. Yeah. There you go.
That
If you're
flannel
just listening
looks
to audio right
that
now, you're
looks
missing out.
awful.
disgusting, bro.
Yeah. But that was
Holy.
before.
This does look pretty wicked,
Yeah.
actually. I will say.
Yeah.
Before.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
That does. That
That
actually
looks
It's
looks good,
important.
yeah.
It's important to
What the-
exfoliate. Exfoliating is good.
Oh, hey, yo, your balls will
Hey,
feel
yo.
great on this.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
My
exfoliating
golden
is very
boy
important.
balls are really
actually.
gonna appreciate
Mid,
that.
My golden
you know?
boys. My golden boys. By Alex
golden
Mendez.
Wait a minute.
Wait, yo.
Hang on.
But I mean, it's gonna be safe.
Demonetized?
It's gonna be safe. It'll be fine. It's just the
Yeah,
guy.
it's
Just the
okay. I
guy
don't
cleaning
care.
himself. You know.
Yeah, I don't care. We're all good.
Oh, it's got
Aloe vera
aloe
and
vera in
sea
it?
salt?
I didn't even know.
Oh,
Oh, wait, that's
sea
kind
That's
of
body
nice.
wash.
That
Yeah.
is very
Oh.
nice, actually.
Yeah, the buff bundle. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Here we
I love the
go.
buff thing.
There you
Buff,
go.
the body
Use
buff
code
thing.
PLATCHAT for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. There you go. Amazing.
Okay.
I'll see if I can get one of those in your package there, Custa.
Yeah, that'd be
And,
good. I'd actually use that. I'd definitely use
yeah,
that.
hit me
Same.
up.
I
would
would-
actually
yeah,
use that.
I would
absolutely.
actually. All of these things are just useful. You know.
Yeah.
Yes. Useful
Yeah.
to have.
God, my nose hair is so long. I need to trim it. Anyway, moving on. We got the World Cup to talk about today.
Add 5 of them.
We got the World Cup to talk about. And yeah, I mean, we got BlizzCon around the corner. So I don't know what we're going to do next week because we'll all be, or well, most of us will be in Anaheim.
that was
And,
messed up.
He
That was
said
messed
it.
up.
He said it.
He
He
said
said it. He actually said "fuck you" to Jack and Connor. He literally said "fuck you both." That's actually so messed up that he did that.
That was messed up, Johnny.
I'm all about honesty, okay? I can't lie. I can't lie on the episode.
Yeah, but there's a
Alright.
difference between honesty and being nice. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I
Damn.
mean? Like, there's a difference
Damn.
between the two.
I'm sorry.
You think you know a guy?
That's rough.
I know.
I'll be on the co-stream. I'll be on the fucking co-stream all week. All
We
Are you
will
going
be
to BlizzCon at
co-streaming.
all, Jack?
No comment.
Oh, okay.
No comment.
I will be on the co-stream though. I'll make a bit. I'll be
Listen,
on
here,
the
I'm going to throw out the copium. Okay, I'm going to throw out the copium. Yeah, does Blizzard hate me? Do they not want me to work any events? True,
Yes.
100%. Fair enough. But secondly, more importantly, fuck Anaheim. Don't like it. So I'm glad I'm not at BlizzCon. I'm glad I'm not at BlizzCon because Anaheim, the food's ass. You're away from everything. If you don't like Disney, so like, you know,
is quite far away
I'm
from
happy. I'm happy I'm not at BlizzCon, actually. I've never been happier.
So, Custa, you're casting with Lemon Kiwi. How that's going to be?
Yeah, I hate that Jack guy. So it's going to be casting with Lemon. It'll be fun. I'm only casting the qualifiers though. So I'm only doing the online section. So I'm actually not going to be casting at BlizzCon. I know it's not very clear in this graphic, but yeah, unfortunately I'm not going to be casting
kind of
at the event.
Messed up with the graphic. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
Like,
it's kind of unclear, and people are like, "Where are these people?" And it's like, I don't know. That's not for me to speak to, but I don't know what they did with this graphic. But yeah, I'll actually be co-streaming it as well at the event. So if you're at BlizzCon, come through.
Would that be on your Twitch channel or someone else's?
Yes, it's going to be on my Twitch channel. I'm going to be rivaling the
sick.
Avast co-stream.
Wow.
And by that I
Where
mean,
did you get
Avast
access
heads,
to
if
that?
you're
Where'd you
watching
get
this,
access to that?
Avast heads,
Huh?
if you want to see a more live, in-person situation, come to me. I will
I
not
can't wait
be
until
playing
he's in a
marbles.
blank room. Just a completely
just-
blank room, and it looks like yours, just without the jerseys.
Hey guys, welcome to
Interesting.
BlizzCon.
Interesting.
Okay,
Very interesting.
In that case, then, Solomon, can you whip up some face cams for the Avast co-stream then, so we can outdo?
Actually,
Connor?
more
No.
importantly,
Scott's?
I have a better idea. Solomon, we're going to be taking Custa's feed, and can we pipe Custa's background into the background of the arena? And then we're essentially there. Can we just do that?
That's so true.
We will be
You'll
undercutting.
hear
We
from my
will be
lawyers.
undercutting.
You'll hear from my lawyers, okay? You know,
No.
I got it trademarked.
Wow, I feel like
Thanks,
there's some
Solomon.
tension on the podcast right now. All right.
That's what happens
I
when
mean, you
throw
started
Jack
it, Johnny.
under
You were
the
like,
bus.
"Oh,
Yeah,
Jack,
I did actually. I did
Jack,
actually.
it sucks you're not going to BlizzCon or casting World Cup." Thanks, Johnny. Cheers, mate. Yeah, thanks for that.
I did not say that, but maybe I kind of did. I'm sorry. I apologize. But yeah, so we got matches starting on Sunday, I think, because they're gonna play the group stage before the actual BlizzCon event. So we'll have the online portion, the group stages, taking place. Do you guys want to start there? Do you just want to get right into the matches
Yeah, the
here?
group stage. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the
Yeah.
groups.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we spoke about this a little bit last week, but we can go over it against it. So, who are your favorites in each of these groups? Do you want to start with Group A? Who do you got? Who's at
Korea.
McDonald's?
Yeah, come on. Like, I think a lot of these groups, funnily enough, will speak for themselves. Like, Korea is obviously number one out of that group. Team Mexico is pretty strong. Like, the second place in Group A, I think, is probably the most out there one. Like, in terms of, like, we know who's going to be first, but second place we don't know really. Finland and Mexico are strong. Not sure about Colombia.
Well, EQO is not playing for Colombia, so
Okay,
yeah,
so
he's not
Mexico
making
or
it.
Team Finland
Yeah.
then probably.
I mean,
I think it's probably
just-
Finland.
It's going to
Yeah.
be Finland and
Probably
Korea.
Finland,
It's going to
yeah.
be Finland, Korea. I mean,
Because
100%.
like I think Mexico as a team, they looked pretty good, right? They made it out of their group to like qualify for these, but like they were in a region with like a lot of South American teams that didn't also have a lot of strong players and teams either. So it's like I think Finland, because Finland have made it all the way now through the wild card, then through the qualifiers, and I think they actually have a somewhat solid team. And in the group they're in, I expect Finland to be able to make it out of this group pretty handily.
Yeah, they got second after Saudi Arabia in the qualifiers. So
I think it still was going to be pretty close. Mexico, Finland, I think it would be close. I think Mexico might surprise people, actually.
Yeah, I mean, Group B, dare I say, was the weaker group. I mean, Sweden underperformed. You had Norway, Germany. So don't feel like there was a great matchup that really like showcased Finland's strength. But it did dominate the opposition. There wasn't Saudi Arabia. So they are maybe the second favorites in this group, but it's going to be hard to say. You know, I'm all about upsets. I think we could see plenty of upsets this World Cup, but
really, which upsets do you envision? Because I'm going to be honest, outside of maybe Group D, I don't see upsets occurring.
Okay, well, I don't think like the first seed favorites like USA, China, and Korea will get upset. But like, if you ask me who's gonna make it out of Group A, like I'm not gonna start counting people out.
I am,
and you know we'll get to the later groups as well. But like, you know, Group B, that's gonna be a close one. It's probably the hardest group. You got Australia, Brazil, Canada, and United Kingdom.
I think there's no like clear favorite. Like obviously Canada, I think has the most experienced number of players in terms of like they have a bunch of Overwatch League players and that kind of stuff. But the United Kingdom, like they have some good pieces, especially the DPS line with Backbone and Kai. Yeah. But outside of that, like their backline, you know, I'm gonna keep bringing it up. Fucking Jaws almost made the team, and that,
I did not make the team. I bombed out trials. I got nepoed in. I got nepotismed in. It's all good. I mean,
yeah,
no,
but
that
they're both
team
main
is,
supports, right?
Kronos, pretty sure Kronos is a flex.
Is he a flex? Okay. Because I don't know much about Kronos as a player, but yeah.
That team is strong, like really strong. I don't really know where you're like. I know this isn't even just like Great Britain pride or anything like that. Like this, I think this team is very good. I think they're probably going to come first. Either them or Canada. Canada on a good day, I think could probably dominate them, especially with their DPS line and Crimzo in the back. Like it. Canada and UK are number 1 and 2.
Yeah,
like easily.
I think it's
Australia, but like
no. I think you're right. I think Australia has always seemed to punch upwards whenever they've gone to the World Cups, but it's been a few years. But I think that's what Australia's fighting for. If they can get over either of these teams, I think that would be a win.
All I know, my boy Shroot's not on the Australia roster, so you're gonna.
Yeah, no Shroots know me.
Exactly. And then Team Brazil. Could you look at Brazil real fast? Scroll up. Who have they got that's like big and notable here? Ludwig, okay.
Yeah,
Ludwig.
Well, they don't. The thing is, it's not. You guys, it's kind of Cope. It's going to be.
It is Cope, yeah.
It is
It's Cope.
Yeah.
It's maybe Australia. Maybe Australia has some talented players for sure with like Custa and Punk, you know, and like and I think like Nami and stuff like that. Like
yeah,
they
Punk's
have
on
some.
the team.
They have some. Wait,
Like,
what? Oh yeah,
Punk's on
Punk
the
decided
team.
not to play, right? Yeah, so it's gonna be
Punk's not
Custa
playing
playing full time. Yeah.
So it's just like,
So yeah, I mean, like outside of like 2 of the players in Australia, I don't know them as well, obviously, but like realistically, it's a 3-horse race there. And if we're being honest, still Canada has a far greater experience gap.
Crimzo and Seeker,
like the thing is like, well, Crimzo Seeker. I mean, like Cal was playing in Overwatch League
Cal.
recently. Magic Mateball beat Shock. Like,
true.
You know, like the thing is that like, you know, there's still
okay.
like,
Magic beat Shock.
I'm just saying, man. I'm saying.
He beats Shock in the
just
prime.
saying.
He's taking it to the bank. He's going
But also,
all
they've
the way.
also actively been playing in a region that has still
Yeah.
more competition. You know, it's like it's a 3-horse race in that group, but realistically, it's a 2-horse race. Like most of these groups outside of Group D,
I don't agree with that. I think Australia has the opportunity to punch up. I think it is definitely strong. I think putting Australia in the Brazil like category, I think is unfair. Like Brazil,
No, I'm not putting them in the Brazil
don't even really
category.
have tournaments. I was like, let's go to their Wikipedia, sort of see what some of these players have done. It goes 2023. The last thing they played was the qualifiers, like all of their players. And then if you click on a player,
2018.
and then after that, it's 2020. They haven't played in tournaments since like 2020. Look at that cutoff. That's the last time that they have. Maybe
Well, that
they're
was
not
the last
tracking
time
it.
Contenders was right.
And that's it. Maybe they've been having tournaments and things have been going on that hasn't been tracked. But even then, like they just don't have experience that all these other players, especially Canada and UK. Like there's so many.
I think the
skilled
one thing
players
I'll
that
give
play
for
with
Australia
these
is
These players
top
are
players.
retired. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not too surprised. I think a lot of, I would imagine a lot of players after the contenders region shut down probably just went, well, anyway.
Yeah, moved on, right?
We're gonna go
Went to
do
Valorant.
whatever.
Everyone wanted to play
or-
Valorant.
Yeah,
pretty
actually,
much,
you're probably right. Yeah.
No, you are right. Valorant's huge in Brazil. Valorant is a
it's
gigantic
huge,
game
yeah.
in Brazil. It's very popular. So
It is a 2-horse race, UK and Canada. I think it's a toss-up.
I think Australia
think
does have
Canada
one advantage.
probably
I think
win.
I like Cufa. I like Cufa a bit
Cufa's
more
good.
than False. I will say, because I think False might be a better off-tank player, but I think Cufa's more well-rounded. So
Sure. But then it's like, okay, you have Cuff over False, sure, but then Canada have fucking Cal. They have, like, Seeker, Grimzo. Like, Canada's probably first in this group. UK, I don't know, that team, both the teams I think are very close, and even in terms of...
you don't
like,
have UK
skill
first?
level. I think
Yeah,
I
that's
think
crazy.
either way, 50-50.
I have Australia first, you know. Because
That's crazy.
I
mean,
believe
that's
in
just
my country.
That's like
I
delusion.
don't know.
Like,
you know.
delusional podcast.
I support my boys, Jack. Yeah,
I
maybe
mean, that's
you don't.
fair. That's
maybe
really
you don't.
fair.
Maybe that's
I
why
have
they're
the
gonna
team-
lose.
I have the Team South Korea banner in Overwatch right now. Like, I have that equipped. So, you know, like, it is what it is. I'm just repping the eventual winners. Like,
Also, more than anything, coaching matters so much in World Cup too.
Yeah.
And it's quite interesting because you actually have 3 teams with 3 pretty good coaching staffs in Group B as well. I mean, Australia has FaZe as their GM and Unter as their coach as well. Team UK, I mean, Christopher's on that team. And then Canada has Danny as well, who's coaching for Team Canada. So, like, I think, you know, as someone who, like, you can see which teams have prepped the most and which teams understand their compositions the most and, like, what they've leaned into and practiced and all that stuff. So, you know, if there's one team that maybe comes in and they're not as well practiced, they haven't figured out their identity and their composition and what they want to do. I don't know exactly what the meta will look like, but you know, if you've prepped well as an underdog, like you have a chance to punch upward. So I'm not going to count out Australia. They got FaZe and Unter on the team. So
Yeah. And I think they're also, like, they're pretty aware of, like, the strengths and weaknesses of their players. And I think
exactly.
in general, we haven't talked about it yet, but the meta for the World Cup has generally always been countries will play to the strengths of their players. And right now, the meta doesn't seem like hard solved right now. Like, obviously, there's like a lot of Sigma, Bastion, May, like all that kind of stuff, like trying to handle the amount of damage. So we'll see. Maybe that's good for some teams. With Cufa, they could easily play like a Reinhardt Rush style into the Sigma, exactly like we saw in the playoffs of the Overwatch League. So I think there's paths forward for Australia and other teams that don't want to just play off tanks or don't just play Sigma, Bastion, and shit like that.
but we have Smex. And he builds Doomsday
When was the last time
machines in
Smex
Minecraft.
played Overwatch?
Yeah, I know. It's funny because I was talking to him the other day. I'm like, hey, I can't wait to see you play in World Cup. He's like, I'm not sure how much playtime I'm going to get. I don't know how much I'm actually going to play. Because they have Jake Hara on the team too. Jake Hara's a really good tank, so.
All right.
that's the English Goosh way.
Yeah.
The English
Facts.
goose way.
Max. What a legend.
All right.
Legend.
Yeah, what a legend. What a legend. How's it doing on the Minecraft server?
Doomsday Machine.
He's still
almost-
trying to block out the sun.
It's almost complete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Group C. This one's pretty wide open. We got Team China as Hangzhou Spark, of course, as the leading favorites in this one. But then, for the second place, you got Hong Kong, Spain, and Thailand. Thailand fielding a full roster as well for the second spot. Do we think Thailand maybe is... I mean, Spain did really well in the qualifier, but...
They've
do
had
we
some
think?
issues. Spain's had some
they've
issues
had a
since then.
lot of issues lately.
Spain has been having been rocked by scandals in the
Punk joins the
HBO,
team. No, I'm kidding.
like type of style. So
How
I
many
don't
players
know.
did
I
they
don't-
lost? Like two players?
I feel like they've
Look
lost
at
like
that.
3 fucking players to this from this roster.
Bren leaves the team.
Yeah.
There you go. So they've lost.
Well, Hira
2.
is still. I think they're both still listed, but yeah, I don't think either of them are playing. So I think they're. I don't know exactly who they're going with.
They do have one of the coolest
currently.
names, Crazy Dragon. There's a cool name.
Yeah,
The name vibe
That's
goes
great.
crazy.
That's great right there.
Thanks, Jack.
that is a cool name.
Yeah,
That
very
is-
Jack.
he's not
And
wrong.
this is why I'm not casting World Cup, okay?
Yeah, he's not wrong.
And this is the reason.
I mean,
yeah, I don't-
personally, I don't know.
Without, because Hira did really well in qualifiers. Like, without people like Kira, I don't think they win that group. Or they're not win the group. China is coming first in that group. But out of the rest of the teams, I mean, Hong Kong has IRP on it, so that's epic. And then Mango Jai in the back line. Mango Jai's had a hello experience too. I would imagine maybe Hong Kong comes second. Thailand is also pretty strong. I just don't see Spain.
I think I take Thailand over Hong Kong. Like, I think Thailand has the experience with, all
also
the
almost a full
stuff.
team as well, right? So yeah,
I think that's a huge benefit in a game like World Cup because you have so much experience. The players know each other, like especially coming from like a smaller region as well. Like, I think just having that sort of synergy and already pre-existing like understanding of how the team plays,
it's gonna go far for sure.
Yeah. So I think it's, for me, obviously China's going to make it out, and then I would say either Thailand or Spain. I think that'll be a close match.
I love how every World Cup, Thailand are just like everyone loves them. This will be Oputo's 5th World Cup.
Yeah, it's crazy.
2016, 17, 18, 19, and 23.
I think I saw something here. I don't know if Zoe said this, or if I got it wrong, just tweet at her. But I think she said he's the only player that has played in every single World Cup now. Like, every single one, because no one else has played in all of them.
Wow.
It's unbelievable,
insane,
yeah.
Actually, he swapped role too. He's DPS before.
Yeah. And Tito Watt has played 4, so, I don't know. They know, and they're always, I mean, I don't know if you recall playing them as well, Custa. They always play their super aggressive dive style. They might not this time around, because obviously the game has changed, 4 years ago and different meta and all that. But they were always this, super obnoxious, super aggro dive team, and you're just like, oh my god, they're just
It's the kind of Overwatch where you're like, they're just running at us. How is this working? Please stop. Somebody deal with this. This makes no sense. And then you're just getting frustrated because they have pretty good mechanics, but their strengths were definitely not playing as a unit. It's been a lot of years since then, so maybe it's changed and they have more experience, but they're always a region that's just relied on just raw mechanics and just outplaying you.
Yeah. No, I gotta love them. So, I mean, they got pretty much a full team coming in here from DAF Esports. So they got some chemistry already, having played together. So I think they're a contender for that 2nd spot, but it's going to be a close race. China, obviously one of the favorites to win it all. So pretty uncontested number 1 there.
They had their own set of drama as well.
They had some drama going on, yeah.
But the thing is, their team wasn't really that permanently altered other than Ray changing. Yeah. Realistically, it's the same fucking team. It's just Ray is
They're
left.
Gonna be fine.
They're gonna be fine. They'll be fine. They're guaranteed. They're pretty much a guaranteed top 3-4 spot, 100%.
Yes.
Are we worried about them in terms of the meta? Because they obviously lost 20 as well. So 20 pulled out. And if it's anything like the playoffs, and it is Sigma Bastion, Winston doesn't work very well into that. They made it work. I think they made it work. So I think they'll be fine to get to top 3. But can they beat Korea playing Sigma Bastion?
I don't know about that. Yeah, that's
sort of what I'm sort of pulling at.
That makes it. If you're talking about top 3, sure. But I think the rest of the competition is...
Oh, yeah, they can play anything and get top 3, I think.
Which is... Yeah. It's quite funny, I think, especially with how casual or more casual the audience is for World Cup and stuff. It's really interesting hearing I think my team's gonna make it. I think this team's gonna make it from more casual fans of Overwatch or pro Overwatch, and it's just I don't think you guys understand. It's no, the meta's so good for our team. It's Team China can play Winston regardless who your team is, and they will win. They will just fucking dominate literally anybody. Apart from US, sorry, not UK. Apart from US and Team Korea. It's the top 3, I think, is if there's anything more than Korea, China, and US in top 3, then it's an upset. Yeah, that's an insane upset because those teams are just way too good, talent wise.
Yeah, I agree.
The Gusha Doomfist. Oh, I don't know how much that is.
No, Gusha Doom is good.
Fucking Lucio, and they're gonna win.
The Gusha Doom is good, but yeah, I mean, they're gonna be fine. Plus, it's also the thing is, there's also more variability in World Cup because these teams are not yes, they are practicing, but they're not really unless at least for team, if I'm taking an example for Team USA, Team Canada, and a lot of those teams are favored to be pretty good. They don't really have the ability to do a full time. We ran a boot camp for Team USA, and the boot camp was the players all came down because we had facilities and apartments open for them to use, and they scrimmed and played together. But bro, I was Super's ass was playing Street Fighter for large portions of it, and they were just doing, they were just out partying, having fun. They were still playing and practicing, but it obviously was not a super regimented experience per se.
scrimming for playoffs. Like,
It's like people are gonna try, but like at the end of the day, World Cup has always been. It's just like it's a fun time where you just have people represent their countries, but teams don't care and players don't care to the point of like if we lose, this is the worst thing in the world. It's just a fun time.
Yeah, I do worry that the meta, like they won't get away playing Winston at this event, because I do feel like the meta is settled a bit more towards Bastion and Sigma and those kind of
I
heroes.
agree.
But
could be another
we'll
patch
see.
Between, do we know what patch it's going to be on?
Dude, are they just gonna drop a patch soon?
It's next week, brother. It's in a few days.
We have one more Tuesday.
No,
we could
the
have-
group stage starts.
They're gonna
on
drop
Sunday.
a patch in the middle
Yes.
of the qualify, like after the qualifiers into the main
Oh, wait, they're
event.
playing a tournament round, so no, probably not, right?
Yeah, they'll probably
Yeah,
play just
no.
the tournament realm. So
That would
fine.
be.
Yeah.
But BlizzCon,
That would be interesting.
Like BlizzCon, they could. In
You
theory,
think they're
drop
just
a patch.
gonna throw a new patch for the playoffs?
But
Honestly, I'd be about it.
I mean,
I'd be
it's
for
World
it.
Cup.
I mean,
like, you know,
come on,
whatever.
like, yeah, they're more in time with like Overwatch League nowadays. They have been in the past, but World Cup, not sure if they really.
I feel like
put a
they.
lot of
I
stock
think they
in
care
that in
more
terms of
about the
patch
World.
timing.
I think they care more about the World Cup than they do about Overwatch League.
Well,
like the
actually, they do
developers.
because it's in the main menu, and Overwatch League
Yes.
wasn't for Grand
Absolutely,
Finals.
they
playoffs,
care
like,
more
yeah.
about
100%. I mean, that's always been the case. But it's like,
Yeah.
but
like
I mean,
in terms
so,
of
like,
patch timings, in a like an ideal world, marketing wise, it's like, well, if we're going to release something or like change the game in a way that it would be beneficial for more eyes to be on it, then why not drop a patch for BlizzCon?
Yeah, especially because they don't care as much about the competitive integrity because, as we said earlier, it's not a competitively like it needs to be perfect. Everything needs to be buttoned up. It needs to be the perfect meta. Like I think if they did drop a patch, people wouldn't be as upset as you would if you dropped it going into the league finals.
Yeah. I don't think it would be a bad thing if they dropped the patch. Dropped a patch.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to our last group. Japan got a little bit shafted in this one. They're bringing a full team, but they're facing France, Saudi Arabia, and the United States.
Yeah,
in Group
Japan
2.
coming second for sure in this group.
No,
Japan
absolutely
second
not.
for sure.
You're just absolutely.
Dude,
That's
I'm
my
actually-
dark horse. Is Japan?
that
I
Japan
think
comes out second out of the
Japan-
group.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think
That's
they
my dark
beat
horse.
Saudi Arabia?
I mean, they have to be. I don't think France is not a pushover either, but like I would expect. But Saudi Arabia, I definitely would have them over. Like I'm just sad because I think Group D, if we'd spread out France and Saudi Arabia to like other groups, or like France and Japan to other groups, this would be like a way more interesting group stage. You know?
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
Because like Japan and France and Saudi Arabia both, they're all like really good teams, and they could have like gone anywhere and potentially changed. Like they like imagine we put like Japan in the group with like the Canadian group, you know, or the group with like Finland and Mexico, you know, like
It
there's
would've
so
been a
many
lot
like
better.
interesting opportunities that could have arisen from that did not. So like
How were
it's
the groups
unfortunate because
decided?
Group D's.
Let me know.
It was like based off like seedings from like, and then I think also partially on like there's like a bunch of like seeding stuff and like I think some stuff from previous years. I can't remember everything. Off the top of my head,
Science.
so.
Science. Numbers.
But yeah, pretty much. I wish they had
Algorithms.
gone just put them in different groups essentially. But I mean, obviously, I know that it's like that's asking someone to manually come and change it versus like using the system they had in place. But it's
definitely
unfortunate.
the most stacked group.
It's group of death for sure. Group D is group of death because like I agree. I think France very narrowly made it out of the groups to qualify. Out of the qualifiers to qualify for the groups. So like I think France is definitely going to be. I'd be shocked if France made it out of this group because they'd have to get over Saudi Arabia. And it's the same thing for Japan. I think Saudi Arabia is going to be a lot stronger than people think because I think they have very mechanically strong players and they also play a very weird style as well. Like they're always going to play the Pharah, but if they show a little bit of like, you know, conventional or are able to play some other things, I
Well,
think it'll be.
Yeah. I mean, YZN or whatever. It's not on the team anymore.
Yazan,
Yazan, yeah. So they might lean more into Quartz playing. This is the
Labdor
point in the
plays
episode.
the same thing. Labdor is literally just like little bro of
Yeah.
YZN though.
Projector player, yeah.
He
Maybe.
plays
that's,
Pharah as well.
That's what they do.
enough.
This is the point in the video where everyone would like us to address the entire LH Cloudy and Saudi Arabia situation as well. That caused like a Reddit meltdown last week as well. I'm just gonna say the whole situation sucks and it's a bad. It paints the whole space bad. Like it's just bad. Okay, people came into my stream and they were like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" You know, I don't think there was any super malicious intent from LH Cloudy, but shouldn't have written and said what he said. So it's just kind of bad. And then the entire Saudi Arabia situation, also just bad. It's all just bad, guys. Like it just sucks. So there's nothing good from this, and we all understand that it's a shitty situation, and players acted in the ways they shouldn't have, and done bad stuff. So it sucks. I wouldn't have wanted to see this in the first place. It's just terrible situation. I don't know what more there is to say about it.
Yeah, I'm glad Blizzard is stepping in some degrees. Like, obviously, we don't have full idea of what's going on with Blizzard and how they're deciding to like make judgments and stuff like that. But I'm glad that Blizzard is trying to do something to, as I said, like World Cup is all about inclusivity and making it a safe space and just sort of the coming together of the world. So hopefully we can see people sort of embody that and just like everyone come together and appreciate everyone's time.
But they didn't do anything about the Saudi Arabia player accusations. Am I correct?
Well, I mean, Yazan technically is not. I can't remember if Yazan was technically dropped or if he just elected not to come, essentially, or like
it's pretty unclear of what's happening.
It's unclear exactly, but essentially that sequence led to Yazan not coming to BlizzCon. You know?
Yeah.
So,
but after the LH Cloudy incident, more stuff were brought to up to light about the Saudi Arabia players as well.
Yeah,
so
but I don't think
I'm going to assume that Blizzard did their due diligence in that regard. I'm going to assume that they went through all that stuff and made a decision accordingly. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not great. It's bad. So
yeah, so
I mean,
there's nothing else to say. Just don't don't say shitty shit and don't be and also don't do shitty shit. And that's typically the best scenario. I will say though, either way, I mean, like, one of those parties has had less history of bad behavior. But either way, that's not really how you do rules for tournaments. That's not how it works. So.
Yeah. At least Cloudy should have been there. It's a shame that Cloudy won't be able to play the event and get suspended from Team Finland. So yeah, it sucks. Cloudy is obviously really entertaining to watch. Fantastic Reinhardt player. So it would have been fun to, inject some additional personality into the team and see what Finland could have done with Cloudy on the team. So it sucks that he's not there for Finland, that event. Anyway, speaking more about Group D here. So United States, the clear-cut favorite. And then I guess it's kind of this World Cup, game of styles where, as you said, like Saudi Arabia will probably bring out some Farah compositions, and then France probably won't play Farah compositions. As you said, they have their own set of rotating coaches, players in and out, whatnot. Get Amaze is no longer in the team, so I think it bears questioning like what the current coaching staff will do with this team. I mean, okay, fair enough. They got like an entire team of staff too.
Yeah, that fucking coach's tab is so funny. You can make a whole fucking team with that tab. Like, that
is wild.
It's ridiculous. Also, yeah, Hip is back because Hip was playing.
Thank you.
Eep is back. He was playing Valorant for a while. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's cool to see Eep being back. There you go. Yeah, see, bam. Still Valorante. I was on Ninjas in Pajamas.
Ninjas in Pajamas, yeah.
Oh, he played with Soon. Of course he did. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that's quite funny, actually, that I saw. Because I remember casting Eep a long time. Holy moly. Yeah, it's interesting to see what he's going to bring to the team, I suppose.
Well, I think it's, I'm not really counting on France to do amazing here. I think realistically it's a two-horse race with Saudi Arabia, USA again.
And Japan.
With chances for France and Japan. Yeah, especially Japan, who's an actual full fucking squad from like contenders essentially. Like, there is a chance that there could something happen here. Like, but it's like, I'm not writing off anyone, but I think like those are the clear favorites. I think Group T is the one where there's going to be the most interesting, like most interesting things could happen essentially, because France and Japan are both actually filled with like reasonably good players that have like good experience as well. So we'll see. Yeah. It would be really cool to see Japan or France make it out of the group. I don't have high hopes.
You have little faith. I'm fully.
Well, I think it's like France is they have European contenders players, and Saudi Arabia is filled with Twisted Minds, the best European team of the last year. So it's like, it's hard. I would be shocked if either of those teams could punch upwards to Saudi Arabia. Like, maybe Japan is just a secret hidden region and they're actually god tier, and we'll see some like wild stuff. But I don't know. I'd be shocked.
We should have made our own bracket. I just realized we should have done a pick and bracket.
Oh shit, yeah, we should have.
Well, That's, you know.
Can we just do red circles around the thing, and then we make Solomon do it live, and then make his life way harder?
This was me kind of hinting to Solomon that maybe he can cook something up, but probably not, because you just put someone on the spot. But yeah, you can also get sprays. If you watch, you can earn your rewards. You can earn skins and sprays.
Yay,
throughout the World
drops.
Cup. Whoa. And this is gonna be is this on YouTube or is it on Twitch? No, it's on Twitch. Yeah, it's on Twitch. It's on the
Twitch,
Play
yeah.
Overwatch and Overwatch Contenders channels. Yeah. So it'll be on both. So there we go. We did have great success with the Contenders stream, when especially they gave away the Mercy skin. So who knows how many people are gonna tune into the World Cup and earn some
I
sick
also
rewards.
actually
Can you
like
scroll
the
up?
sprays, by the way. I like the sprays.
sprays
I
are
like the
very
sprays way more than the skins currently.
Have you ever? How often do you use sprays in the game?
I mean, people
Cure
use them
my
all the time.
ADHD. Spray.
People
on the
just
floor,
like
on
spray
the
that
floor,
shit.
run, spray,
But
spray,
also,
spray.
it's just fun. It's just like I'm me liking it is not about usability. I'm just liking the design of it more.
Okay,
Like I just
all
like this is not me saying
Sorry
like,
for being a bit downer. I apologize.
yeah.
Wait,
There's
I'm
a
hating on sprays.
Okay, that's kind of
Yeah.
sick, actually. Wait, I didn't know they were doing team charms too. That's fucking
yeah, they are.
awesome.
Yeah, they're having weapon charms and stuff. Like there's actually
What the hell?
yeah. This is on during the crowdfunding period, because technically also like all this as people purchase stuff, you know, you'll get these milestone events, and the milestone events you'll unlock different things, you know. The weird part about that, though, I think about this is that they don't really advertise where the prize pool is at in the crowdfund.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
no one knows how close are they to the milestone. So this is a really cool initiative, but essentially we've been getting curse of blinding, and our eyes are fucking gouged out, and we have no clue where anything's at. So like, I think this is a great first thing, because also a lot of people aren't aware, but like this World Cup initiative right now is actually a very small team from Blizzard running this, like a really small team running this. So like they can't do everything, and it's also kind of odd that why is there such a small team running World Cup? Like why? Like what? That's fucking strange to me. But especially because you want it to be a keynote event. But I think that like for a first try here, this is a cool indicator of where more developer interaction can be for Overwatch. You know, with more integration, like. Just like, oh, we have crowdfunding and prize pools. Oh, we get milestones where we unlock cool cosmetics that are like, you know, actually like related to the teams competing. Like, there's so much the developer to, you know, ecosystem, the competitive ecosystem pipeline is like, that's where really all your values are unlocked. And this is a good first step. So I'm hoping they can improve upon the process in the future.
We did discuss it a couple of weeks ago, and I put out a tweet as well after the episode that it was confusing, especially with the crowdfunding bundle, because it's called the crowdfunding bundle. But yeah, like you said, there's no milestone. There's no like, oh, here's a bar of like how much, but like percentage we are towards these different milestones. It also doesn't tell you in the client like how much of a percentage is going towards the teams. And if you just kind of glaze over the name, it's just got the little World Cup and it's got a heart. It doesn't say anywhere else that like a portion of this bundle's price goes towards the teams competing in World Cup. There's lots of like small things that are just missing, especially from the in-game client, that just kind of confuse me. Because it, again, I think you're right in saying, Connor, this is a very small team running this event, but I think there's just small things that have just been overlooked completely that actually mean a whole lot in the long run too. And it's great that we have the World Cup background again. Like we've not seen that in a long time. You know?
Also, it's the same background, by the way. It's the same background too.
It is the same background, but you know, at least it is there. You know, it would have been nice to have that for playoffs or like something like that for the Overwatch League. And that was actually a massive disappointment of mine of playoffs, and like one of the down points for me was that we didn't have any kind of in-game advertisement. But you know, at least they're doing a full World Cup, which is nice. But there's just so many small things that have just gone by the wayside. Like, although a big positive, I think having these little logos transformed into charms and whatnot, which again I didn't fucking know about either. It's kind of sick. There's also small things that they're doing right, but just the cherries on top, they are kind of missing. And just like,
but we gotta buy the bundle, Jack. We don't know if we'll get them.
I bought the goddamn bundle. Like, what the fuck are you like? Oh, dude,
If there was a
It's a
ticker
milestone.
there, think about how many more people would, if there was a ticker showing what the prize pool is and what the milestones are, think about how many more people would buy it. And that doesn't feel like it is a huge lift, and it would just print the money. And like, you can say all you want about, you know, Activision Blizzard and all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, they're trying to make money. And this is a way that they could make money. So it feels like just such a simple miss that if you're going to put all this legwork in, adding a ticker shouldn't be that much more difficult.
Splitting the bundles too. We discussed this a couple of
Yeah.
weeks ago, but splitting the bundles. So
There might be
Team
legal
USA,
stuff that like causes that kind of stuff. I don't know exactly that
Yeah.
kind of stuff, but it
Maybe
might be a
there is.
bundle thing is like required for it or something.
But like Team USA bundle, Team USA banner, Team USA. That's it. It's just a banner. Like the gold spinny thing, and then the Sojourn skin, the Lucio skin. Give me that for like $15 or like something. You know, or you can buy the full bundle for like whatever, and you get all the things. Like, yeah, again, there's lots of small things I think that have gone by the wayside. It's a little disappointing. Like the ticker would also be sick. And a little, yeah, I don't know. I'm done. Carry on.
No, I think it's all fair.
Nah,
I mean,
we've discussed.
It's just
this
an
before,
imperfect.
like-
It's just an imperfect system. You know, it just needs to be improved moving forward.
It
There's
is.
great core ideas, but it needs to be improved, and hopefully they can improve it in the future
Yeah.
because this is not the best iteration of it for this.
Maybe
but
they'll
it's
add
great
it
that
over,
we're
over
getting
the
it.
weekend.
It's great that we're
with the
getting
patch,
it, you know?
right? Like there's going to be a patch this week or like on Tuesday or whatever. So like maybe they'll add it then, and like that will be like when the qualifiers are happening. So we'll see if there's more integrations. But overall, yeah, it's been positive overall. I think in terms of how much they're integrating Overwatch World Cup with the game.
Yeah, I think we've all been kind of like for years just been asking for like crowdfunding. And so when it finally happens, we want it to do well and we want it to be encouraged and we want it to be something that succeeds and so we can get more of it, right? And so, you know, I think that's why we're so passionate about, hey, let's make this crowdfunding thing like a thing so we can do more of it because we think it's good for the ecosystem. And so I of course want to see it succeed with more integrations and stuff. So what do we do now? We don't have a bracket. Are we gonna like, who do we think is the favorite then out of all these teams making out of the groups? Going to quarterfinal 1, 2, 3, 4. Who do we think is the favorite in the playoffs then? Obviously here we go.
Paint net.
Hell
there
yeah.
he goes.
Hell yeah.
Let him cook.
Yeah,
All right.
he's cooking. He's
Put
cooking.
Korea, put them in the finals.
Yeah.
I don't even
Let's
know
just
how
do
the
that.
bracket like turns out.
Doesn't matter.
Put him one
Put
in
him in the finals.
quarterfinal 1, I guess.
Yeah, I think just put him in quarterfinal 1. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait.
Yeah. So 1. So there's gonna be 2 teams in 1. And
I would
guess it's
assume
Wait, how does
that
this-
it would.
1A
Yeah, we don't know.
and B2. 1A and B2. Let's
1A and B2.
Yeah, 1A, B2.
There we
Yeah,
go.
see, there you go.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
right.
and
So-
B1A2. Yeah. And
So
so
then 2, I think
who
I'm
do we
personally
got?
voting. I'm putting
B2?
Australia. I'm putting Australia.
Yeah.
so you think Canada or
Fuck
UK?
yeah.
No,
won't
oh
make
wait,
it?
sorry. Oh wait, my bad.
No,
I forgot
He
GBR.
said
No.
it. He said it.
I don't.
Put him in.
My bad. I thought GBR. For some reason, I was like, is that Gerber baby? No, that's Great Britain. Yeah, I would actually have Great Britain. I would have Great Britain
Sure, yeah.
for number 2.
Who do you think is going to win the group? Canada?
Canada, yeah.
I think
Canada,
Canada is a more well-rounded team. Than Britain.
I think Canada
So-
wins.
All right.
Australia
So
mixed out,
yeah,
man.
put those two above. Put those two above the quarterfinal. Yeah, and then Canada below.
And then
With- I think it's
Finland.
Finland.
I think it's Finland.
Finland?
Probably.
Yeah, Finland.
Yeah, Finland.
Solomon
And that
is
one will actually be a
cooking.
fun match. That will actually. I think Canada Finland could be a fun match.
Yeah.
So
All right. Who do we got making it to this?
I think
to the,
they got-
are we doing quarters first? Okay, let's do
China
quarters
first.
Yeah, we have to do
for
quarters, yeah.
Sure.
And
Thailand?
then we'll put them who they're against. Let's go.
USA.
Let's go Saudi Arabia.
no, they play
the
USA
second place,
group
sorry,
too.
it's second
place.
So it'd probably be. So
Japan.
I would have Saudi
Japan.
Arabia. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
probably
Saudi
have-
Arabia.
You have team. No, I think
Team
it's
Japan,
team Saudi
Team
Arabia.
Japan.
Yeah,
Well, Johnny
yeah.
has to weigh in. You have Japan or Saudi Arabia, Johnny, to
Sure.
break the. That's not an answer. That's not an answer.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia second. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Then Team Thailand for sure.
Thailand. Let's go Thailand. Come
Yeah,
on.
Thailand.
Thailand.
Come
I'll
on.
give it to Thailand because I have not heard.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll just give it to Thailand. Now, like, there's
Hell
been
yeah.
far less
And now it gets
world-shattering
very
revelations.
easy.
Yeah. All right.
Korea
Run it back.
wins.
That's pretty easy. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, it is very easy. Korea wins over Great Britain.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, UK.
Sorry, Jack. Actually, Jack doesn't care. Actually, Jack wants Korea to win over Great Britain in this matchup.
I just know they're gonna win. Like that's why I have the little
okay.
banner. That's why I have the little banner.
Oh my god.
Put Korea in the finals. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. There we go.
All right,
Canada.
Canada beats Finland, I think.
Canada for sure.
I agree this could be a much more interesting
in
match
third
than we're
place.
giving it credit for, though.
Yeah. I mean, I'll agree with that. I think so. I think I'd still agree with that.
There he goes. There you go.
Solomon.
He's cooking. Solomon's cooking, bro.
Solomon. Look at him.
Yeah, it goes.
go.
Yeah. Sorry,
Oh,
Cal.
yeah.
China win for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
this could
I don't
be
know
an
if that's a
interesting match.
guarantee.
I think what's going to happen is they're going to expect KSA to come out playing Pharaoh or something, and China's probably just going to be able to match it. Like,
Yeah.
I think a good Tracer hurts against the Pharaoh setup, and I think
And also they have, like, amazing-
Lead might just run circles around them or something like that, right?
Well, also,
USA.
I think the biggest problem here too for Saudi Arabia is also keeping their backline alive into China, and China will be like they'll just play like Goose Ray Winston and shit, and they'll just like go hunt the backline continuously.
Yeah.
So like, I think China will win, but like, I don't think it's a I don't think it's like an absolute guaranteed win, but I do think it's like they're very likely. And then USA beats Thailand, and then here we are.
Yeah.
We think USA beats China.
It depends
Well-
on the meta. I think it's super meta dependent here.
I think the meta's going to be better for USA. I think
might
that
be,
they're
yeah.
going to be able to play the Sigma Bastion stuff, and I don't know if you can Winston dive into that.
I got
It
China.
doesn't really matter
I got
what the
China
meta
into
is
the
to me.
finals.
It doesn't
I got
really matter
China.
the meta. I'm USA all the way. Doesn't matter.
I
the meta.
want to say China as well, but I do think USA probably have a better all-rounded comp. So yeah, USA.
I got China.
And then Korea win.
Well, it looks like USA wins. It looks like we have 3 going for USA. And then USA beats Korea in the finals. America takes it back to back. The bald eagle
They didn't make
screeches.
it to the playoffs. They didn't make it
Bald
to the
eagle
playoffs.
screeches across the arena.
No,
There's the Star Spangled
Solomon.
Banner up in the air. Fireworks. Boom, boom, boom. Big flags unfurling. America does it again.
Streamer.
God
America does it again.
The Street Fighter 6 streamer versus Team Korea. It's not happening. Chief.
Yeah,
Korea win.
It's happening.
Jova.
It's
Nah,
happening.
it's not happening. No,
It's happening.
not Team Korea.
It's happening.
Team Korea win. We all know.
Team
it.
Korea win.
Everybody knows
It's
it.
happening. Everyone said
go.
that in 2019 too.
Ooh, look
They
at the
said that in
quality.
2019.
You mean in the fucking Moira meta? Yeah, that was.
They
good
said that
time.
in 2019. They cannot keep us down, okay? Interest rates may be high. There may be uncertainty, but guess what? USA, we're still number one.
Bro,
This
you
is
guys-
another chance.
No,
Let's go,
I
USA.
think you guys are gonna get booty. But let me have a look at what the Korea team was in 2019 again. It was because it wasn't
They
the best.
trolled
It was
as well.
IDK Bedosin was the backline for South Korea in 2020.
Bedosin,
best
okay,
they have to offer.
whoa.
In
Bedosin
2019,
literally
not
just
2018.
he just won the Overwatch League the year before.
In
He was still a
2018,
good
yeah.
player.
He
He was still a good
fine.
player. He was a great player.
fine. He's Moira. How do you rate the Bedosin Moira?
Okay, now that was,
The skill expression is off.
And
the
also,
charts.
okay, everyone here on this podcast also like we love IDK. We love IDK. I
was
will
good,
admit, IDK. No, but I'm the opposite. I think IDK was fraud watch. I thought IDK was the biggest fraud.
He
on that one.
was good, but he was
So-
not the best. Like that's my point. Is 2019 South Korea did not field the best team that they could have.
Yeah,
fielded.
and they
I
fucking.
mean, what was the rest of the roster besides IDK Bedosin? It was like
So they had Choi Choi and Mano as the tanks. So Choi.
Oh, that's such a bad take line. That take line's so fraudulent. That take line's so
But
fraudulent.
Mano wasn't like the best.
He was
best
still
main
an
tank in there.
amazing
He was
player,
good,
though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, and then the DPS was Carpe, Architect, Haksal, which was good in
that's
this in the setup. Okay, but like. Is that the best team that they can field in 2019? No, not even
But
close.
the thing is, I don't think that's. I think it's a little unfair to say it's not even close to the best team. I think the biggest thing they could have changed was the support line. You know, that's like obviously the biggest. The rest of the team is still like you would make upgrades, but it's like pretty marginal upgrades when you think about it holistically how good they were. You know,
I don't know.
when you have Carpe, Hoxel, and Architect in his prime. With a Mono Choi open tank line when Mono was still a top like 3 to 4 main tank in the league.
Yeah, but as I said, I'm not saying that's why South Korea was really good. But you're claiming this as if you beat the best version of South Korea, and I just don't think that's fair. I don't think that's
Listen,
fair.
all I'm gonna say is that I don't think this is the best version of South Korea either. Going out there. Because there's no version that could take down Team USA again.
Bro, I cannot
There's
wait
no
for USA to win. I'm
version.
changing my banner to South Korea as well. Jack, I'm with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just W. Like, you think Coach Rush is gonna fuck around? Hell no. Hell no. Yeah, maybe. Obviously, Proper's not on the roster, right? We had probably wanted him on the roster, but South Korea, like the Korean fans, don't really take too kindly to things people do in their past when it comes to boosting.
Can't wait for the
So,
next big excuse
you know.
from Korea when they lose the USA. Our roster wasn't optimized. Roster wasn't the best.
That's what I'm
I take
saying.
it back.
It
I hope
literally
USA
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
Okay, I want to change it to China. China wins in the semifinals. I don't
No
want to see
chance.
USA in the
No
finals.
chance. No
Yeah.
No
The hubris
chance.
is getting to
China
them.
win.
No chance. They've heard of the Evergrande fucking real estate crisis. Okay, they're dealing with their own shit over there. USA, we're still climbing up and above every day. I'm like, oh, what's this? Only like 2% of my fucking food products in the grocery store have high amounts of lead and heavy metals. USA, baby, let's fucking go. Every day I keep going. You can't stop us. Can't stop us.
The US just perma gives off little bro energy. Like
Yeah.
youngest country in the
Perma
world.
gives off little bro energy?
Gives off little bro energy. Like it's
You're the little-
crazy.
well, that's
The
actually
most
just
little
wrong.
bro behavior right now.
That's
when we
just
have
wrong. That's just wrong.
Look at the fucking backline. Championship winning fucking backline. Championship winning fucking everything else.
Well, they
dude.
did not,
You are-
unfortunately.
Okay.
They
well,
unfortunately did not win a
that was
championship,
unfortunate.
so-
Yeah, well, that's very true. But still,
I mean,
regardless,
Team USA has
Korea-
a champion. I don't know if China.
fucking
Team
9
USA
years
has
ago.
multiple champions.
In
No,
Street Fighter
RuPaul.
6 is-
RuPaul just won.
okay.
His ass
yeah,
just
you
won
are
on
so
stage,
bad.
man.
You are so loud.
I forgot.
That's because
Holy.
the USA is loud.
Yeah, little bro
USA is
little bro
leading
the
energy.
country.
Like vibing off of Connor right now, just unbelievable, exerting.
Well, you guys are gonna be so pissed when I walk. I actually did just show up a mysterious appearance at BlizzCon. Surprise! I walk in, furled in a banner, Eagles released behind me. Fucking jets flying overhead. You hear the screams of the engines. Like there's fireworks popping off. Boom, 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 boom. There's giant Ford F-150s. Oh, there's fucking Bud Light and the Coors Light and shit. They're throwing that out into the crowd. And everyone's gonna be chanting. The crowd's gonna be going crazy. We're gonna be shooting guns into the air and shit. Bullets flying down erratically behind us. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be a beautiful
And then
time.
he gets on stage and complains about Anaheim food. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna drink 20 Panera Death Lemonades, where we're all gonna have heart attacks.
There it is.
The Overwatch World Cup. It's gonna be fun. Next week. A lot of passion involved with that. A lot at stake. Might not seem like it. A lot of stake. A lot of pride involved. So we got BlizzCon as well. You guys want to chat about what you're expecting from BlizzCon? What do you want to see from BlizzCon as well? There's a tweet I put in the document, Solomon, from Blizzard, where there's a variety of like everything going on at BlizzCon and what's happening. It includes all the different games. And one of them is Meet the New Hero. And there's a tank logo on there. So most likely going to meet a new tank hero. There's already some fan expectation and rumors about what this is going to be.
Like people have been thinking it's going to be Malga for what 9 heroes now at this point.
Yeah.
We just had Samoa get released.
If
Like
it's not
if
Malga,
it's not
people are going to be
Malga.
pissed. It's a tank hero. It's Hammond's cousin. And he's just another fucking hamster. And he's not in a ball. He's in a fucking cube. And he fucking just slides
Comes
across
out
the
of a
map.
lava submarine.
minute.
Yeah, exactly. Wait a minute. Hang on a second.
Are you doing the Rumble Mania thing, Custa? What's going on?
I have no idea what that is. What is that?
Warcraft Rumble exhibition matches.
Bro, you guys, Warcraft Rumble kind of slaps. It's a fun game. It's a good
I'm
fun
telling
game.
you and
Yeah.
me, we play that shit all the time last year.
I kind of hate PvP in that game though, so I'm just a PvE Andy. But just sort of like running down. But I have no idea what to expect from BlizzCon because it's been so many years since they've done it. Like the company's obviously changed a lot. So I'm kind of curious to just see if it's going to feel like old BlizzCon. That's really what I'm hoping for. It feels like the magic that we had in the past. Obviously, with the acquisition of Microsoft, it does feel like we're turning over a new leaf into the promised land, and we can all hope for that because, like it's been so many years since Blizzard was really like that big game developer that released awesome games that you could be excited for every time. So hopefully some announcements come out and we get to see some new blood.
We could go pure meta with that. We could go into a whole fucking topic with that point if you wanted. Like how gaming nowadays is not really about releasing like massive fuck off games. It's just about live service. Like we could go into a massive meta discussion about that. I think
Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay, didn't ask. Go back to fucking sipping your fucking 15 gallons worth of water in the corner, buddy.
Well, I'm not drinking directly from those because that would be unsanitary.
Oh, really? Are you getting a big old straw then? Well, regardless, like, yeah, I think it's going to be cool, but there's not going to be any like massive like fuck off game that's going to get released. Although
you don't know that.
I disagree, actually.
Yeah, I think
Really?
if they're ever
Have you heard of StarCraft Ghost? StarCraft Ghost? They're releasing
Yeah,
it. This BlizzCon. It's finally happening.
Are they doing a WoW X pack reveal or anything like that?
So I
There's
think
rumors.
Yeah,
Right.
and there's rumors about Classic Plus 2 World of Warcraft. Like,
Sure.
I think it's
But
purely
any
like
new
a
IP?
branding.
Probably not, right?
I think it's, well, they got the survival game they're working on. Maybe they'll finally
they
unveil
might,
what the hell that is.
Yeah.
Like an actual title. Because I've been looking at the jobs page. It just says adventure title, unnamed. It's just like, okay, well, they don't even know what this is. So that might be
finally
real.
hit you, Johnny. Well done.
No, this is going on for like a couple months. Don't worry about it. But I actually think it's a branding thing. Like, yes, there might be smaller like live service. You know, like here's a Diablo 4, like live service bonus content thing. Like, it doesn't have to be a new game, but I think it depends on like how much effort they put into the branding and like cinematics and trailers. So even though it might not be like a big expansion or a brand new game or something like that, I still think that like the cinematics will be there. I think there will be tons of cool new announcements, and I feel like it's been a bit too quiet recently. Like, I feel like we don't really know what's happening with Overwatch, like the future of Overwatch. We don't know. I mean, I'm a classic WoW gamer. I have no idea like what's happening next, because I'm out there defeating the Lich King. You know, are they just gonna like fucking shut down the server in like 6 months? Like, we're done here. Come on now. Well, actually, I haven't defeated Lich King yet. We're a progress guild. We haven't gone that far.
Wow.
It's actually quite difficult. Yeah, it might be a few weeks, especially heroic 25.
Classic
really
WoW
difficult.
gets really hard.
Wait,
you guys
classic?
don't
Wait a
understand.
second. Yeah, what? How
You
many
know, there's
mechanics you
certain
got?
games,
Bro,
like getting 40 people
25 Lich
together.
King is genuinely hard. It's
No,
genuinely difficult.
That's when it
you know?
did step up. It did step up at that point. Okay, I'll give
So
that.
I don't know. It's like, but the point being, not only for Classic WoW and only for Overwatch, but I feel like for a lot of these titles, like, are they gonna come out and just be like, hey, Diablo 4 guys, we got new battle passes coming out, and then Hearthstone is like, I've got some new cards. Like, it's been too quiet. I'm suspicious. I feel like they're gonna come out, and like for a lot of these IPs, I think this is their moment to share like exciting new stuff coming in 2024 and 2025. I actually think this BlizzCon is gonna be hype. It might not be like a big new game or like a big new WoW expansion, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of content announced that will be coming out the next 12 to 18 months.
The biggest thing they could do is announce a survival game, and I think that would be the fucking cherry on top to this BlizzCon. Like, I do agree with you. I'm not saying the opposite. I was just merely proposing a question. But, like,
now, survival game in this case, by survival game, are we like, what exactly is that referencing? Like, what is that genre per se? Is the survival like Minecraft type of thing, or
unannounced
like
game? Like, it's like unannounced title on like
It's a brand new
pages
IP
and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
okay.
like brand new IP, and that would be
It would
like
be
the
really
biggest
interesting if
thing
it was something like
to
that.
reveal, I think, or like a teaser trailer or something like that. And I hope that they end up announcing that, because they must have been working on this shit for like fucking years.
I feel like they've been announced that, like, when did they release that one like frame or like the picture? It was 2020.
it was in
When the-
2020? It might have been
it was-
it had to be at least 3 years ago.
Yeah, it had to have been released, and you assume that it was well in production by the time that they even released that. So like, it's probably been going for a really long time.
5-6 years or some shit at this point.
But I agree with Johnny. I just want to see the quality and the polish that Blizzard and BlizzCon used to have. If that is there, I don't care what is released. I just want it to feel like, you know, they're making cool things again and special things, because that's what BlizzCon was known for, and that's why everyone used to go.
yeah.
Let me ask you this. What do you think? It used to be World of Warcraft. What do you think is Activision or not Activision? Let's just say Blizzard. What do you think is Blizzard's biggest title right now? What do you think is their, like, when people think of Blizzard, they think
Diablo
about that?
4 maybe?
No, it's not Diablo 4.
Definitely still WoW.
Yeah, I think it's still WoW.
In terms of player
Well,
base,
but Johnny
I
just
think-
said it's not WoW, isn't it? Not
No,
like is
Johnny
it not
is-
WoW?
I said it
still?
used to be. It used to be for sure World of Warcraft. I mean, that was their biggest game by far.
It's still World of Warcraft. I
agree.
have very little doubts that it would be anything other than WoW. Like, Overwatch has very high player numbers. Diablo a lot less. I know a lot of people have been mad with Diablo recently.
But Diablo 4 just isn't very good as a
Diablo
game.
4, yeah,
like
right,
it's
okay.
definitely not going to be the poster child. The game
I haven't
is
played
really
it.
struggling.
Oh, although no,
Like-
I played the beta. I played the.
I've heard the new season. The new season that started a couple of weeks ago was really good. The first battle pass the second battle pass they released, not good. But this recent one apparently is pretty good.
And it's a single player game as well. So like, in general, those kind of games don't have as much player base. But like World of Warcraft, it doesn't matter what kind of time you're going through in gaming. You know, WoW numbers are probably going to be pretty high, regardless of them not releasing numbers since like Lich King or some shit like that. But like the World of Warcraft is.
When it started going downhill, they just stopped.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, you would. That makes perfect fucking sense. Being a private, no, well, they weren't a private company back then. I don't know, but like WoW it seems to transcend gaming in a way that is always going to have like a set number of players, like regardless of like, oh, how good the expansion is or how fucking bad the expansion is. Like, yeah, I still think WoW is like their flagship. And in terms of like revenue too, it's probably probably the top still.
Also,
The subscriptions, you know? Yeah.
Diablo Immortal in like another country, or like China or some shit like that.
Remember, Chris Metzen did just come back to the company as well.
Yeah, he did.
He was the original like writer and creator of a lot of the WoW universe. So
Classic Plus.
that could easily, Classic Plus is honestly the thing that I expect that to be the big reveal that everyone's going to get hype about in the near future.
It's like this BlizzCon is probably going to center around WoW more than anything else, if I had to imagine, especially with Chris Metzen coming back.
Yeah,
Yo.
and so...
Oh, Heroes of the fucking Storm!
Heroes of the Storm is back, baby!
ZP is woken up from his casket.
That is
He's
crazy.
He arises from the
Storm
tomb
again.
Hey, I got my start in Heroes of the Storm too. I was in Heroes of the Storm Observer for like a year. I'm back to my roots, maybe.
Yeah,
Observing
going
Heroes of the
back.
Storm. Yeah,
I would like
back.
to see. I would just want to see something new IP wise. I think it would be. Imagine if like the survival game was like you get to pick one of the Warcraft races and you like build a little town. You know, like
No, it's not.
Imagine
it's going
you're
to be
like
new
a-
IP.
It's new
It'll be
IP.
completely separate.
oh, so
like,
it's not even like
it's not
Warcraft.
a-
So like by new
no.
IP, it's not. Like, I guess it's not the correct term of new IP. I was
No,
thinking
it's like
for
when
a new
Overwatch
game.
came out.
Okay,
Yeah.
so something brand new. Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they said in a way, like 3 years ago or whatever it was. Yeah.
Okay. Well, they could always bring back StarCraft Ghost. Always bring back that.
Yeah.
You know, still waiting on that one, guys. Like, come on. I'm still.
I would
Blizzard,
go
I'll give you this
crazy
for free though.
StarCraft 3. If they announced StarCraft 3, I'd get a little hype.
I don't. The thing
Yeah.
is, I don't want
It's not coming.
StarCraft 3 because I don't want. It's not, I am because essentially I don't ever want to play. I know I'm going to be asked and get rolled at PvP in StarCraft, so essentially it leaves the PvE like campaign mechanic, which I really like. But would they? I would hoping if they made that it would be like a super fleshed out thing because otherwise, like, listen, I'm not looking to go get rolled by some dude that's
It's
been
not
playing
about
StarCraft
you.
for the past
You know,
30
you
years,
old ass
you know?
boomer.
But no, it's not about. But it's not. It is about me because most casual people don't want to do that. Like in terms of like StarCraft. So like I think the Peon orc building game is far more interesting to the average person. Like, you know, that is far more interesting.
to build a house as an orc.
Minecraft, I'm in. Come on. Yeah,
Well, not
I'm
even
in.
necessarily
He
Minecraft,
just
but you know,
wants
like
Animal Crossing, but Warcraft.
City
Warcraft
Skylines
Crossing.
2, Skylines 2 just released. It's running like ass. Release Warcraft Skylines, and then you're making like Warcraft.
Let me build
cities,
some
you know?
huts in Duratar. Come on.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of options that have not been explored yet. Imagine they
hey,
released
why
a
not
Footman Wars standalone game.
I mean,
think about
hey,
that,
a lot
Warcraft
of people are
3.
doing that
Frenzy?
recently. Lord of the Rings got Mines of Moria or like Lords of Moria or
Oh,
something.
true. That's true.
which
That was
is,
a crafting
Yeah,
game.
which is like a dwarven crafting game. You play as a dwarf, you
Yeah.
play as fucking Gimli, and then it's like a crafting game. Like,
I don't know
everybody's
what
doing
it's
that
like
now, so
because
fuck
it's an
it.
Epic exclusive right now, so I have no fucking clue what the
is.
reception is it right now. But like, it's,
Hey, I'm just saying,
there's that.
if they can do it, why can't I be a peon?
There's so
Just
many
make
options we have
Warcraft.
not explored yet
we go,
with
then.
their current existing IPs as well. But I hope their new IP is something fun. It'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone from like, well, you know, the Warcraft movie didn't work out. We're probably never getting the Warcraft or Overwatch TV show on Netflix or whatever. So just give us Minecraft. Just give us World of Warcraft, Minecraft.
Yeah.
and
It
we
doesn't
can
even
just build.
exactly have to be Minecraft. It can be a survival building
Just
game, which is
sandbox.
exactly like
If
Minecraft.
they released
Rust.
a sandbox
Warcraft
world,
Rust.
it would be crazy. Yeah, dude,
Sandbox would be
Warcraft
fun, yeah.
Rust would go crazy. Imagine you you dropped into like a Rust-esque server and you choose a faction. You can be Undead, Horde, Alliance, and then you build your base and then you go raid other bases. Dude, it would
There's
go
so
crazy.
many options. They just haven't.
Warcraft Fortnite.
No,
Where would you
okay.
go?
I mean-
Blood cooked too much.
yeah,
Okay,
well,
no,
no, too
yeah.
Well, I mean, but they could do Warcraft like Chivalry. That's an option. Like, that's a
And you're a
that's
yeah.
a theory.
soldier fighting in the. Oh, that would be sick.
That's a theory. Or if it was like, imagine it was like Battlefront, where then it's like you're playing Battlefront, but it's Warcraft or StarCraft, and then like the hero units spawn. You know, like that's kind of cool too,
Yeah.
because Battlefront is really cool, and like EA has been kind of fumbling the bag over there with Battlefront. Like they bring back Galactic Conquest. Holy shit! I lost right there. I'm just saying, there's some options.
There's possibilities here.
The biggest worry is that every year they actually kind of like leak what's going to be announced at BlizzCon. I mean, it's the
Yeah.
worst kept secret. It's always on like 4chan like the week before or MMO Champion or whatever stuff like that. There's like no leaks. There was like a classic rumor like a month ago, but who knows about that?
The World of Warcraft like Classic Plus is the only real big rumor I've heard about.
But yeah. So that's a warning sign, but
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it might not be. They might, over the last few years, they might have tightened up security. Like it has to be, and like you said before, like it has to be
maybe.
like big. Like, it has to be one of the biggest gaming events over the last few years because we haven't had BlizzCon in so fucking long. Like, I really do hope they announce this new IP game. Like, and I think if they do end up doing that, it'll be one of the best BlizzCons of all time since like Overwatch was like a new IP dropping. Like, it would be crazy. I'm looking forward to it because, yeah, again, even, you know, sitting from home, like, it's going to be nice to actually tune in and see all the shit that I really enjoy. Even World of Warcraft stuff. I don't play WoW right now, but still, seeing WoW stuff is always really fun for me. So, yeah, it's going to be a sick time. Plus, could you bring up the K-pop thing? Because we have a collaboration with...
They'll be live at BlizzCon!
Yeah, we have a K-pop
That's actually so sick.
collaboration, which is sick. And this is, you know what? I think we called a collaboration, or like we said they should have a K-pop collaboration when Valorant or League did it, like last year, and we were like, wow, Overwatch 2 needs this. Boom. Overwatch gets a K-pop collaboration, and they're performing live at BlizzCon. It's not quite the Motorhead that we used to have, or like, you know, any kind of
it's
the
not
metal
Metallica.
bands, but it's not Metallica, but it's kind of sick. Like, having especially for me, their new single. There you go, Perfect Night at BlizzCon Arena. We get skins in the game too. Sombra, Brig, Tracer, and Kiri. So yeah, it's gonna be really fucking awesome. I'm actually mad hyped for this.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them prior to this, by the way. Like I know
have.
very few
Like
K-pop
they're
bands,
under the is it Hype, like the Hype banner or something like that? Yeah. Hype.
Oh really? Oh,
yeah, they're under Hype banner. Like they are like, because I don't know a ton about them, but like I talk to people who are more in K-pop, and they're like they're pretty big. Like they're not, you know, like
They have
the biggest of the
73
biggest.
million subscribers.
Yeah,
they're
like
not Blackpink or
73
Exactly,
million.
but
I
they're
think
still like
they're pretty
huge.
young, right? Like in terms of the K-pop like ecosphere compared to like Blackpink,
Right.
who is like they're actually pretty old in the.
Yeah, in the K-pop sphere, they're like
Yeah, they're ancient.
an
They're like
older-
fossils running around.
they're
like-
fossils.
and they're like 21 or something.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But I think this is one of the biggest things that could happen to Overwatch, like mad collaborations, because we already had it with One Punch Man, and that was like, wow, are we actually starting to see some crazy, like, out of the box collaborations with, it's like, oh my god, Fortnite had Dragon Ball Z, and then what does Overwatch have? Well, we got our own events, we got a Diablo crossover, obviously.
Yeah, One Punch Man,
but
like
it's
that. I think that was really successful as
One
well,
Punch,
right?
yeah, super fucking successful, and now we're like branching into like more mainstream media too with the K-pop group. I think like for the future of Overwatch, like this is very very good. Like,
Yeah,
if we're
look.
able to get collaborations like this, what really is off limits?
Yeah, I mean, this is what we've been kind of asking for years. Yeah. And so if you're a viewer or a fan of the game and you suddenly go, oh, I don't like this is not like, I don't want this for my game. But we've been begging for this for years. Like, and now you're gonna back out and be like, oh, we don't want collaboration, we don't want this.
No one
this is
fucking cares what you're
obviously
saying. No
a
one
huge net win. This is a huge win for the game and the franchise. And this is awesome to see. This is great stuff. I don't listen to this band. I will never listen to this band outside of this music video.
Toxic.
But it's awesome. It's great because I love Overwatch.
Yeah, and like I know a couple of people who do like K-pop, who like they saw the skins and they're like, I kind of want to get the skin, and that's how you get them. Like they want to buy the skin, they play
money?
a couple of games, and then they make money, and people come back and play the game. Like
I mean,
these
the skins look sick.
Yeah, and
Like,
like
just from these
the
snippets.
and also the video, like just the snippets, as you said. I think the bigger video comes out soon. People are saying tonight. That'll be really awesome. So I think this
Viva
is
Cola.
like, I think as much as we like to talk about Overwatch 2 kind of like as a fumble overall with everything that's happened, like I actually think Overwatch 2 in the last few seasons has really shown that like the model makes sense, and they're starting to like really start to like find their groove. If they can just keep this up and then like keep getting better and better and better, like Overwatch is going to be around for a very long time.
Agreed.
Yep. Avast is very satisfied. He's happy with it.
I mean, I have nothing to. I mean,
We're shouting.
like I can't argue against the power of K-pop. That's what we need, collabs like this for Overwatch, similar to the One Punch Man collab and things. Like we need stuff like this, which is even bigger, you know. In certain capacities, it also knows its audience, and they release like cool skins to go along with it. So like, realistically, the Custa was right, 100% right. The model works. People are mad about it, but the model works. Like it's just a fact, you know. Now I don't, you know, we'll just have to see what else is added to the game's lifecycle. Because I think the issue with Overwatch was it's range from either like balance to lack of content. There's no lack of content anymore. Like they're constantly, you know, adding new skins, like game modes, like maps and stuff, like trying, you know, working on continuing their hero pipeline. Now it's just like a balance thing, right? And like also just a beating, more than anything else, just beating the bad game allegations where like it's fun to dump on Overwatch and there was a culture of hate on Overwatch and from the past. And I think if they keep releasing stuff that people like, everyone soon, remember it happens for every game. It's like, oh man, this game was so trash on release. It's like, oh, now a couple years later, wow, this game's really fun. Everyone can play this game. Everyone's cool with this game now, right? Like that's essentially what they're hoping for, is the culture shift. Cyberpunk, fucking No Man's Sky, like so many other multiplayer titles, like Battlefront, stuff like that.
I'm gonna defend that game.
It was not. It was literally not fine. It was literally not fine. It actually was okay.
It
actually was not fine.
When popped off, it's like
garbage
the best
take.
game.
Once there was an yes,
actually, I'll take
perfectly fine, but not.
It's very
but either way,
good,
like I think that's the goal here, and I think this is a great first step. And I'm hoping they continue to do more and do some more innovative things to bring that. Because to me, the biggest problem with Overwatch is just the culture of like the outside culture around Overwatch, and like I think the more they add, the bigger part that it gets, the better it gets, essentially.
I'm curious what the world would look like if people didn't hate Overwatch, like greener pastures kind of thing. Like I'm honestly curious, like. Because I don't know about you guys. I spoke to Scott. I think I said, or to Jake or somebody, but I was like, it's weird going through my recommendations sometimes on YouTube, and it's like, Overwatch is the worst game of all time. Discuss, and it's like a 2-hour video on like fucking, and it's just like Bobby Kotick with devil horns and like Overwatch 2's with a cross going through it. Like, I'm like, how do I get recommended this shit? Like, I don't really watch Overwatch content, to be fair, on YouTube, but like, I'm curious what it would be like if Overwatch wasn't as like bagged on as it is right now, because even like fucking Opera GX is like shitting on us or like shitting on Overwatch on the fucking time, and I'm like, bro, come on.
What was it? I think my favorite. Okay, and we're not going to either, but my favorite one that happened recently was the bundle for the World Cup, which had the rev split, and people were like, news articles from like companies like that I just didn't even think cared about Overwatch were making articles just because people love to hate on Overwatch, and then like Valorant releases like a $300 bundle, and everyone's like, this is fine.
This is the best bundle ever. I cannot wait to like.
No, here it comes. We're falling to the cope hole.
Move on.
The cope holes are really.
It happened again, but like the bundle was actually really good, like because it is giving rev split. Yes, obviously you couldn't split up items and stuff like that, but people just love to hate, and Overwatch is easy to hate, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, I got two more BlizzCon questions for you. They're not really related to Overwatch. They're actually not that related to Overwatch. But it's the only time I'll really get to ask this, so that's why I want to ask these questions, because next week we'll probably know. First of all, do we think we'll hear anything about the Microsoft Game Pass thing being announced?
Yes. I think it probably was a big deal, and I think Microsoft is probably going to do a big announcement. Like, I think if you're ever going to put like World of Warcraft on the Game Pass, you announce Classic Plus, you say like World of Warcraft's going in the Game Pass.
Wow,
like that would be a huge thing. And then like Overwatch is like you'll get Overwatch shit on the Game Pass. Every single title, if they go onto the Game Pass, I think is a huge announcement. And if they bundle it right and announce it right, it'll be big.
I just bought Game Pass, by the way, like a few days ago.
For Valorant.
For Valorant, yeah. Because I'm like, I want to play Deadlock, bro. Like, but I don't have enough night points.
You want to play Deadlock?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So fun. What do you mean? Oh, do I want to play Deadlock?
Deadlock is like just,
in the game, right?
just
like
one of the worst agents
I just shoot people anyway. I don't give a shit about abilities.
He's a martial only player. Let him cook.
I'm cooking. You see my fucking ace this morning? Holy moly, I'm a crazy motherfucker.
I saw you scoping down the entire round. Can we pull this up, by the way?
Pull the clip up. Pull the clip up. It's a good clip.
He's fully scoped the entire time.
You'll have to send it to Solomon. You'll have to send it to Solomon. You can't make them.
I've been okay. I'll send Solomon. But I've been playing. It's pretty good. But no, in general, like I think Game Pass is one of the best values for money of all time right now in terms of in gaming. $10 a month for all the Valorant agents for me was pretty worth it, because like I don't really want to spend a lot of time actually getting all the Valorant agents. I'm not putting the fucking clip up. Fuck you.
I got it. I put it in my chat.
Yeah, look at this shit. Boom, boom, boom. Watch out. Boom, boom, boom. Look at this aim for the third kill. Wait a second. I'm rotating.
I love the default skin Vandal with the gun buddy.
It pisses so many people off. It is so fucking funny. Look at this aim. Oh no, not this one kill. This next one.
That was actually
look at this.
Okay.
Look at this.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun. What is
Wow.
Yeah, I had like fucking 7 bullets, and trust me.
That's 11-9. Wow, that was a huge clutch in the game. You got to 11 rounds.
That was me, Bren, Swing, and Alice dominating.
Oh my god. Wow. Unrated.
but-
Okay, got it.
Yeah, but I don't think Bren can play on his even on his Smurf. He's
No,
too good.
no, I don't think
Bren's
so.
very
Yeah.
good.
Brent's
Oh,
back
yeah.
in America, right?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
this
look
one
at
is
that.
hilarious. This is so
Look
funny.
at this turret. Don't look at me. Look at the kill feed. Turret gets 3 kills. Unbelievable. 8 a.m. Valorant.
This become the
games.
Valorant Jack's Valorant clips moments.
Yeah. I actually have another ace. I should have tweeted
Yo,
out.
can
Well,
we,
you
can we
can't see
give
this.
Bren's player of the week
got
to
the
the
op
turret?
ace. It was
That
pretty
one
sick.
turret.
It was pretty awesome.
You
we
won't
give it
see
to
this on the
that?
Valorant show.
Yeah, you won't. You won't. I'll post
Yeah.
my other op ace on the timeline. It's pretty sick. I actually did pretty well. Almost got 6 kills because of the res. But anyway,
Yeah.
Game Pass. Game Pass is one of the sickest things in gaming right now for like $10. It's like, oh my god,
Hashtag
Microsoft
ad, bro.
advertisement. Yeah, actually. But seriously, for $10 a month, I tried to play the older Battlefield. Full of fucking cheaters. Don't bother. But like, it comes with the new Battlefield as well, which I play a lot right now, and I fucking bought it half price, but still. And you get some free stuff for that. But getting all the Valorant champion agents, and then getting all the champs for League as well, if you play League of Legends, and if they add on top Blizzard stuff as well, even if it's just like, oh hey, you get all the heroes. Without needing to unlock them, like gradually, kind of thing, or like you get some exclusive cosmetics. If they add the fucking WoW sub as well, unbelievable value.
Jova.
Like it's Jova, and I think this might be one of the keynotes for BlizzCon is like some integration with Xbox or like with Microsoft around Game Pass, because I think it would be a small mistake not to include at least something, even if it's Diablo 4 fucking on the Game Pass. You know what I mean? Like, holy fuck, that would be insane.
Yeah. I mean, look, we'll be the first ones to tell you that we think all these franchises have so much potential, and that it's been kind of underwhelming for a few years. And finally, maybe if some resources are put into place, like get some things in motion, there'll be some amazing things coming from this Microsoft acquisition. So, be good. I had one more question that no one cares about but me, and it relates to World of Warcraft. So I'm going to ask Custa. I had this idea on stream the other day. Okay, Matt came into the stream. I'm cooking. Matt came into the stream. And I don't know, we were blabbering about like WoW expansions or something. And I said this, if World of Warcraft strikes gold on one expansion and we get something similar to World of Warcraft Legion, I think Jaws played Legion too.
Yeah,
But Legion was like far away the best expansion in like years. Like people actually started playing it. I said, if they hit the jackpot again, they should just keep the expansion. Keep all the gameplay systems in place. Never change anything. Because they'll never get back like the popular audience. Like World of Warcraft, they never get back the popularity.
It's never going to happen, Johnny. You're never getting the larger audience, because I've talked to a lot of people who are like, I would love to get into WoW, and they're like, the graphics are ugly as fuck. Right, and they are.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
they're
to
like
be fair.
they're 30 years old at this point.
Okay, that's not a good criticism. Graphic people play. I play a shit ton of roguelike games where they're like the graphics are like dog shit, and
those are
so
like
do tons of people.
sandbox games. But I think if the only way World of Warcraft ever hits that kind of peak, if it goes free to play, because I think you need to like. They can't charge people a subscription. That's such a huge barrier to entry.
No, I
But,
agree.
like,
Free to play is a much larger.
I think there is some merit to the graphics point.
Maybe
just
Xbox will
because
do that.
First impressions mean more than most. And if you like, if you fucking load in to Duratar or load into the fucking Tauren starting area and you see a tree that is 1 polygon thin with leaves, like it's just a sheet of paper on top of a like a square log, like, you know, these kind of things, they do matter to the like more modern, I guess, gaming audience. You know, like when you have graphical fidelity, like. What is it? DLSS in Cyberpunk, the new fucking Nvidia shit. Holy moly! What the fuck is this game? It's gonna look like a book. This worse than League.
I swapped over to WoW
insane.
Classic, and someone in my Twitch chat said this to me when I was playing WoW.
That is
That's
insane.
so
I mean,
funny.
like I said,
This shit looks like a book. It's a book. It's a book.
these first impressions do matter. That's a good name though. Exploding implosion, like. This shit does matter to people.
Also,
like graphics, like if it looks like cyberpunk fucking rain physics and reflection physics on the ground, people are like, holy fuck, maybe I should play this game. You load into fucking this Tauren starting area and you're like, holy shit, this looks like ass. Like, and plus I have
It was
to pay
more
for a
about the
sub.
fact that I had my quest log, I had damage meter, threat meter, action bars, and raid frames,
game
and they were
looks
like,
like
"You have
ass."
9 menus on the screen, brother. Like, it's just text." So
It's one of the steepest learning curves of any MMO, especially if you're going into fucking like looking at any in-game content. Like, holy shit.
And that's what Warcraft Plus That is the truth. If they like upgrade the engine so it looks better, and then they make it so that's not as overwhelming to come into, because WoW has like 19 expansions at this point where you can go do all that content. Like you load into the world and you press M and there's like 9 different worlds that you can go to, some in different dimensions, and then like you walk in and there's a million people everywhere. They just need to simplify the game and fix it.
Yeah.
So
that was the WoW section.
WoW
I
part.
apologize to all the Overwatch fans, but
Yeah, I was
this is a BlizzCon episode.
we had the WoW rant coming through. I was like,
Yeah.
damn,
we had the Valorant rant, the WoW rant. You know, who wants to talk about League of Legends? Anyone? No? Okay.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, we had
Hearthstone?
other shit. You know.
Yo, we've been popping off in Apex Legends, actually. That game goes crazy, yeah.
Me, Jake, Scott, we dominate. Just saying. Next Predator players, we're coming in. Almost master. We're silver.
TSM 2.0 is what they're calling
TSM
us.
2.0. We're already in Masters lobbies. We dominate every game we land in.
Right on. Sounds good.
Apex Plat Chat coming up.
Maybe. Hey,
Yo,
if
we'll
you
get
want to
Vicky
start
on.
it, you know,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
go for it. All
Give me
right.
the keys to the castle.
Keys to the castle? Yeah, you
Yo,
get the keys.
old school RuneScape.
Free.
Any old school RuneScapers in here? No?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, Plat Chat old school RuneScape. Yeah, I'm down.
Minecraft rant? Oh, yeah, no. We talked about Smex earlier when he was trying to block out the sun.
Smex can host the Minecraft one. He can just talk about his machines, and Mimi can be there as well, talking about the trains.
We should just start a Plat Chat podcast. It's not about a specific game. It's just about our journeys in games. It can be Apex, Minecraft. I don't know. Yeah, just whatever.
That
So, there you go.
wouldn't be a bad idea.
It's like 4
I am
heads.
full of great ideas,
But you
Joss.
have
I'm full
so
of great
many
ideas.
people to tap from. All right, sorry, you can move on. You
Yeah.
end the episode. We're just fucking waffling.
End the episode?
I got nothing
don't know.
else.
Are we ending it?
Yeah.
What is there to
I don't
talk
know.
about?
Where are we
I
going,
don't
Johnny?
know.
We've been talking about
There's
nothing for the
literally
last
nothing
20
else to
minutes.
fucking talk about.
Hey, we talked about BlizzCon. We talked about Blizzard Entertainment, the franchises. Hey, look, what do people expect? Okay, there's nothing else happening.
The point being is that we're out. Like we're out. We're done.
Yeah.
We're spent. The clip is over. The clip is empty.
The episode ends when I say so. All right. We
All right,
can
well-
maybe you guys want to do a tier list ranking? No, I'm kidding.
No, I don't want to do a tier list ranking.
I think Fate retired. And
I think you're gonna see a
Oh
lot
wait,
of
Fate
retirements
did
this
retire.
season.
Yeah,
Fate
did
did retire.
Yeah.
Prophet spoke about the future. I can't remember if Prophet said he's good, or he said something about I think the military. Prophet might go to the military. It's something like he can't wait forever. So lots of stuff going on with players, whether they're retiring this year or they'll continue. Obviously, we don't know what's next. So, but I'll say for Fate, he was, to me, okay, this is my opinion. I don't care about anyone else's. Miro was like the first Winston that like revolutionized Winston, and you were like, oh my god, the stuff Miro can do in Winston in 2016, crazy. When I watched Fate in like late 2017, he was like almost like the second coming of Winston, like the second generation. I was like, holy shit, this guy is really good on Winston. And I don't know if it was his hyper sensitivity aim that just like made him look more flicky and better or whatever. But Fate was amazing. Fate was amazing, especially 2018, 2019, and then later, on Shanghai Dragons with his Wrecking Ball and all that stuff. But it was a great player, Overwatch League champion. So.
Yeah, I remember in 2017 when he joined Immortals in like that off-season break, and like him and Karib came as like the Korean imports to like the North American team, and they were just like so much better than everyone else in the region, like Winston and stuff like that. And like Fate, he's a very smart player as well. Like I played with him in 2018 and 2019, and like he's just had a great head on his shoulders and a great eye for the game. So like it's sad to see him go, but he like what was that 7 years? Like he's been around since the
I
beginning.
mean, he's been here for. I think if you can spend that amount of time, I mean, that's literally a longer amount of time playing Overwatch than most pro athletes play their game, of choice.
Yeah.
Like that's a long time to get a career out of that. So I think that's really blessed to have had that. And I think Fate, like I said, Fate was one of the first generations of Koreans that made it to NA that was like made everyone really like, holy shit, we are not cooking.
Yeah,
we are absolutely
that time when we
not
thought we
cooking
were the
over here.
best. It's not anymore.
Yeah, it was like that really
Just
was
like
a
at
redefining
BlizzCon
moment.
this year when USA gets dumpstered by Korea again.
No, it won't be like that, actually. It won't be like that.
One piece of trivia for you, Custa. It was Fate and Karev on that Immortal team. Who was the off tank?
Envy.
There. Oh wow, that was snappy. Snappy.
Yeah, right.
But
Those three
who
came
was
through.
who was the off tank before that? Okay. Do you remember he was he now is a Hearthstone player, or he was a Hearthstone player.
Oh, it was is his name Hazed?
No. Close.
No, it wasn't Hayes.
That's the Counter-Strike player.
Fuck,
Yeah.
who am I thinking of? I I remember who you're talking about, but I can't remember his name right now.
Exactly.
I have it in front of me, so I can't say it.
And guess what? I don't remember his name. I just remember there was a guy that was.
It was hyped.
Hyped.
Hyped was his
That's
name.
what
Yes,
his name
there
was.
it
Hyped.
is,
Yeah, hyped.
Yeah.
Yep. Classic.
Currently a professional artifact player. I don't know when this was
Wait a
updated.
second.
That can't be possible. That literally can't be correct. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, that cannot be correct.
This page was left on the back burner for a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say artifact for Team Liquid. I'm like, goddamn.
God damn. Remember that was the thing? Wow. Talk
Yeah,
about
for like a day.
what a fumble. That was crazy. All right. I do want to shout out before we start wrapping up this episode. I want to shout out Jumpman for being a member for 27 months.
Wow.
Thank you for being a member of the Plat Chat for 27 months. That's much appreciated. Jumpman, we appreciate that. And Chris R for the tier 2 member for 27 months. Thank you, Chris R. Thank you to both of you for being members for the Plat Chat for over 2 years. That's crazy. I mean, that must have been like the moment we started like having members on the channel. That is crazy. 27 months. So yeah,
crazy.
thank you so much for your support to the channel. All right then. I don't know what else to talk about. So
Just
I guess
get us out, Johnny.
Brent's player of the week.
Oh,
Brent's
yeah.
player of the week.
I wanted to give it to the Killjoy turret.
I was
mean-
about to say the Killjoy turret. Look at that.
Yeah!
Oh,
Bro,
man.
pop off, King.
Sure.
Come on, Killjoy
whatever.
turret.
I mean,
There it is.
I feel. Why
Even got a
not?
headshot.
Wait,
It feels wrong.
You got anyone else? Anyone got anyone else? Anyone else?
I mean, you could have given it to Fate after retirement. You know, after 7 years of
We're gonna give it
dedication.
to every player that retires
Custa
with
would
us.
rather give it to a Killjoy turret.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do. I mean, like, I'm fine with that too. I'm just
You
saying.
can give
Like,
it to Fate if you want.
There are
This is
some
the first
options.
time Avast has ever wanted to try in the Bren's player of the week.
Yeah,
you know?
this
This
is-
is-
What are you? That
That's
is not.
crazy.
That's literally not
That's
true.
crazy.
I'm being gaslit. I'm being gaslit right here. They're gaslighting on the podcast. Listen, I'm fine with the turret. I'm just saying, there are other options.
We
but
can
I'm
give it to
fine with the turret.
SSERAFIM if we want to like give it to a big popular thing as well. I don't know.
Yeah, let's give it to the K-pop group.
There
Yeah,
we go.
in 9 hours,
Are
their
we?
song comes out. Let's go.
This is for the K-pop stands out there.
Yeah. Think about how
yeah.
many more members we'll get if we show our
True.
support.
Britain's player
I
work
love
to
K-pop.
all K-pop stands
Yeah.
forever because we stand you and we need your viewership.
Big Jenny from Blackpink fan, so I'm one of
Yeah,
you.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, dude, what the fuck?
Tweet it out.
Excellent.
This is
There it
We're
is.
This is
good.
really
We're good.
epic.
Done.
Put it out there.
Goddamn.
Put it out there and say hashtag we stand. Or
Yeah.
like we ate with no crumbs. Or something like that. You
What
know? Like any of those
is that?
options.
We ate with no crumbs.
We ate with no what we gagged them, Have you guys not know? Do you guys not know
What the
lingo?
fuck?
Do you guys not know
What
lingo?
are you saying?
Do you guys not know lingo?
No.
What?
Apparently
No.
not.
Gagged
So,
them.
oh my god, you guys are such boomers. You guys are actually such boomers.
Bro.
Gagged them is like we made them. It's like essentially like when you tell someone's like, and you're in an argument, and then you're like, you say something really cool, like a good rebuttal. Then people say like, wow, you gagged them. Like that's like it's like you made them like stop talking. Ate with no crumbs is like, you made a really like you popped off. Like you popped off.
Well,
We ate with no. I don't know if you're supposed to hashtag.
No.
Hashtag,
I'm not sure if you're
no
supposed to
crumbs.
hashtag.
Hashtag.
But
Yeah, there it is.
Like,
Yeah.
I
Tag
mean,
Let's
but there.
Seraphim as well.
yeah,
that
tag them,
gets-
tag
They'll
them.
see it,
Yeah,
they'll
tag
see
them,
it.
tag them. No, can't you just tag them in the
In the photo. In the photo.
description?
Yeah.
Can you even do that? Maybe they'll
get the
Oh,
bricked
it's
up
not
tag
possible.
going as well.
Yeah, get another tag. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you can't. You can. We
shit.
can tag Hype Label's family Puerto Rico though.
There
There you go. Tag them. There we go.
That's perfect.
There we go.
Epic.
Perfect.
There it is.
There
we
it
go.
is.
Perfect. Hey,
Amazing.
yo, let me go
Brent's
restart
player.
this real quick. Yeah,
There
one
it
sec.
is.
Brent's player of the week.
There we go.
We did it.
Wow.
Warm in
Wait,
here.
what did you say it was? Hashtag.
Yeah,
We
no
gagged
problems.
them.
We gagged
Well, I mean, okay, for this one, I don't think we should do it. I don't think for that one.
Actually,
Looking back,
hashtag we gagged them, but-
I don't think we should do it for this particular
might be a
one. I think
pretty
we ate with no
Oh, yeah,
crumbs.
maybe
is
I'll
fine.
leave it.
I think for that one, maybe we wait.
Thank you, Adrian, for member for 28 months. Thank you, Adrian.
Go.
Appreciate your 28 months of support to the Plat Chat channel. And stay tuned for more Plat Chat here in the Overwatch off season. We'll talk about the World Cup. No, maybe not next week, but maybe the week after. We'll talk about the World Cup recap, and then That's great. That's great, guys. Episode 200, everybody. Plat Chat Overwatch. Tuning up. See you at BlizzCon. Except if you draws. Goodbye.